Welcome to EquinEdge Live. I'm Scotty McKeever from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we're continuing the Golden Hour series from Golden Gate Fields and Santa Anita Park. If you're not familiar with the Golden Hour Pick 4, it all happens in about 45 minutes. 15% takeout is all, and you rotate from the second to last race at Santa Anita Park. I think there's 9 races today. So race number 8 is when it's going to start, and then goes to Golden Gate Fields, second to last race, and then goes to the last race at Santa Anita and finishes off at Golden Gate Fields last race. Then the Golden Hour Daily Double starts in the last race at Santa Anita Park and finishes off in the last race at Golden Gate Fields. So going to be a lot of fun. I'll have that for you. I'll have tickets for you. We'll do some pick 4s. We'll do some pick 5s. And we'll just be covering those 2 tracks today. That's all, Santa Anita and Golden Gate Fields. Big shout out to the Stronach Group and Andrew and Tyler for being so generous, and also to my team as well. Thank you to everybody on the chat, Scott and Steven and Tony and Elliot aboard, Chuck, Angela, hello, Christy, DC in the house. What's up? How are you guys? Hello to Eric. And yeah, you know what? Everything has really been on fire. It's been incredible. And the numbers are just getting better and better. I know you guys don't see it, but behind the scenes, we are working all the time on all the algorithms. As a matter of fact, I think next week you're going to see a better EquinEdge win percentage. So right now, I think this is hitting at like 35.5%, which means the top win percentage wins 35.5% of the time. Coach Harris in the house. And that's moving up to 36%. Now, it doesn't sound like much, but I can tell you that a half a point in win percentage is pretty dramatic. And our goal really, hopefully next year or two, we think we can get to 38% win percentage. So that's the goal. So, all right. Tony, sorry, not going to be playing Fairgrounds. This is the Golden Hour series. This is strictly Stronach Group. They're supporting us. We have to support them. So I'm sorry, I can't do that. I did have a horse pop up on the emails. If you're new to the show, we're testing another algorithm that pops up in my email about 20, 25 minutes before certain races, not all races, and one just popped up over at Santa Anita Park, so we'll talk about that. I'd like to say I have a best bet for you today, but I really don't. I'm hoping it'll come to me. I did handicap somewhat, not as thoroughly as I would have liked. I didn't have full of time, but I did handicap some. So we have it on fire, though. I'm doing good, Steven. How are you doing? Pace numbers for the quarter horses are amazing. They are. We had a horse today. I was praying to be able to show it today, and I'm so mad at myself for not playing the pick 5. But what we're going to do is we'll I don't know why this keeps logging off. Let's log this back in. Go to Golden Gate Fields. And
number 2.
There we go. All right, so we're going to get out to Golden Gate Fields. Pace number, it looks like the 5 could be on the lead. Here are my notes. The pace number is the 5. EE Morning Line, though, is 7-2. So it's a little bit of an overlay. New trainer, blinkers off first time. So we'll see if this horse can finish. That's what they're trying. We'll see. The horse is probably going to be further back than normal. Maybe won't have the lead. We'll see. I think the 1's going to be tough to beat. Remember Sue, okay? Loloy, hello to you. John, hello. And let's get out to Matt Dinnerman for the 3rd race from Golden Gate Fields. Nathan Gary, hello to you.
Rock and roll saw goes in. Nizoni Yee, post position 6. 2 more runners to load.
Brittany Breeze
to the outside.
Vito in the
post.
house.
And after Brittany Breeze, remember Sue.
Yeah, remind me if I forget. I want to show you Tampa Bay race number 4. Adarsh, hello to you. I want to show you race number 4 at Tampa Bay. I should have played the pick 5, and I didn't. I did not play that. I will tell you this. The algorithm that comes up on my emails, it is absolutely on fire today. On fire. Horses have been winning left and right. All right, let's see what happens. I think the 1 could go gate to wire. Let's see what happens with the 5 horse taking blinkers off and the new connections. Thank you so much, Bill. I have 2 entries. I'm excited. Mike Somich, I think, just got a second entry yesterday, I think. So that's pretty
Dashing
amazing.
off a little bit sluggishly, takes a spot at the back.
So the 5's going to get the lead, but the 7's putting way more pressure on the 5 than I thought. The 1's sitting a good trip in third from the rail, saving ground. And you know, if you've been following horse racing a long time, or if you haven't, you'll know that, especially in these races going 2 turns like this, it's almost like a racetrack. Like you go to a track meet, you go wide, you're running further than everybody else, so you better be that much the best. So we'll see. The blinkers were taken off first time here on the 5 horse, and maybe that'll help the horse finish. We'll see. Sitting a really nice trip. Seems very relaxed to me. The 1's running good. The 1 even money favorite. Wow, crazy. Hey, Jeff.
On the outside pressing. A length and a half to Remember Sue. No excuses for her in third. Nizoni
really like the way the 1's running right now, but the 5's running good too. 7 already looks all in.
She gets a little bit closer. Rousing Ube back in the second last spot clearly, and Dashing Debbie is the trailer.
They're crawling.
The forward turn.
52-1 is so slow.
Cruising up alongside of Brittany Breeze, who's asked to keep pace, and into the forward turn. Rock and Roll Song, even with Brittany Breeze. Remember Sue trying to creep in, getting outside of the clear, and she's making a strong move now. Remember Sue on the outside.
7 had the top pace number.
Says go with her, and she's up to
Here comes the 1. 1's going to win for fun.
Dashing Debbie in the meantime.
Absolute
she's
fun, even money.
She's
and it didn't matter. The horse went 5 wide.
The rail down the stretch.
And it's just going to be a matter of who's going to get second. It's going to be the 2 or the 5. The 2's moving better than the 5. Actually, the 2's going to fight the 1 for the win.
It's these two with
wow, what a race. 2 seems to be moving back. Oh,
it's second. Remember Sue.
2-1. What a horse race. What's up, Tracy?
The rail throughout and getting the win over.
There might be an inquiry there, but I couldn't. You have to see the head-on view. The pan view is not really going to show that story. But 2 horse at 7-1. Nice race call by Matt Dirneman as usual. And the 2 horse with the top GSR. So the first thing that I do now, Scott, like that. Okay, so the first thing that I'm doing now when I handicap is I go to every single race, and you'll see that. If you see it says GSR or it says pace, I sort the GSR, then I sort the SOR, and then I sort the pace number. First things that I do. So I want to know, because the GSR wins 25% of the time just as a whole. Okay, so you want to watch for that. Oh, you did a place bet, Scott? Nice. Richard had that. What's up, Dan? So you got to watch for that. So top GSR, 7-1 horse. Here's the thing too. Remember, I'm always telling you that if you get more than one metric, like 2 or more that are lining up, and the more the better. So if you look at the 2 horse Dashing Demi, the horse had the top GSR, but here, what else did it have? The top, it had a 20% on the win, right? So I mean, it had a really good win. So now you've got 2 metrics there that are saying that the 2 horse is live, and you got 7-1. That's the type of horse you want to play. Yeah, there's an inquiry over Golden Gate, Greg. Yeah, I figured. Hey, Cindy. So, but Steven's alive. Over at Golden Gate, we're talking. Race 4 and 5, alive to the 1, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6 in the pick 5. And then race 5, he's alive to the 1 and 3. We'll look at that. We're gonna, how much time do we have? Santa Anita is off in 9 minutes. Oh, thank you, Eric. Yeah, you saw that. You saw that, didn't you? Okay, watch this. So we have a little bit of time. Then we'll go to Santa Anita, and then we'll check out Steven's pick 5. But over at Tampa Bay today, and this is why you want to look for this. Now we're gonna have a tool that I think we're creating a platinum member. I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna offer this up where I get emails on this right now. So but I'm testing it. So I got an email this morning on this horse at Tampa Bay, race number 4, and let's take a look at the 10 horse. So it had raced 3 times. Now look what it was doing. It was dropping from a 44 strength of race SOR down to a 38. So that's the first thing we like. Then the second thing, look at the GSR, a 43 today, a 67, 24-point difference. 8-1 in the morning line, 7-1 in the EquinEdge morning line. Horse won like a good thing. I want to say 4 or 5 lengths, paid $9.20. I was so mad at myself because I was going to single this Now watch this. I'm pretty sure I put in a pick 5. Let's see. I don't know how much it was for, but I didn't play it. Yeah, 2 and 3, because I saw these 2 pace numbers and these other horses had pace numbers and they weren't as fast. So I went with these 2. And then next race, I went with the 2 and the 4. I just used the system. You can see nothing in green. Next race, I just used the system. So what I did was I forced it to single the 10, and then I forced it to just use these 2 horses in the first leg, and then I just pressed generate, and on a $48 ticket, and it gave me this, and it hit. So I made 2 changes to it, and then I let the system do its own work. And that $48 ticket, if I would have played it, would have paid me $4,831, all because of the GSR that was 24 points different from the last race to this race. So first time on turf. That's what the GSR does. It's pretty incredible. And then let's see here. In the 5th race, top SOR. Top SOR. And then look at this. You know, you can see that there's some, well, the one could have had an easy lead. I'm not sure about it, but 2 ended up winning the race at 7-2. But it did have the top, it had the top SOR by 4 points. No change over at Golden Gate. Hey, Corky. So anyways, I'm pretty good usually about singling horses like that. I don't know why I didn't play that ticket. I should have. In the 6th race, let's see here. GSR, the 9 horse. Wow. Oh, I saw it. By the way, the emailed algorithm that we get, use the 9 to win and place, because we have another algorithm that will give me place bets. So the 2 different algorithms both came up with the 9 horse, and then look, and then the EquinEdge long shot came in 2nd. Now I didn't bet it, but our CAW bet the 9 to win and to place. So, but if it would have won, it would have been huge. You did have that, Steve? Wow, good. I mean, that's just good betting, right? Not yet. You will one day, Corky. But not everyone's going to get it, because I don't want. It's gonna definitely be a special package for sure, because then the prices will just drive down. So, but when I'm on the show, I always give you exactly what pops up. So that's the benefit of watching my shows. So speaking of that, a horse did pop over at Santa Anita Park, race number 4, which comes up in a few minutes, and it was the number 6, who seems to be the pace. What's interesting about this horse, it's also the top EquinEdge pick. It's 9-5 on the EquinEdge morning line. It's got a decent win percentage, and the GSR is low though. It's low. So it's dropping in for a tag. It's going 8 furlongs in the dirt for the first time. The GSR is about the same. I can tell you for me, and it's got the top SOR, 54. So I'm not firing on a horse like this, because to me, the low GSR. So there's pluses and there's minuses, and that's just the way it is. Nothing you can do. Like you know, it's hard for me to fire on a horse like this, although there's some things pointing towards it. The low GSR, not something I really like that much. And they're taking blinkers off for the first time as well. And what I like to do when there's an equipment change like that is look to see if there's any kind of workouts after the fact, right? And when I look at this, I don't see any special workouts, because the horse ran on 1-8. The last workout was on January 2nd. So clearly Timmy Actine's frustrated with the horse and takes the blinkers off, but I don't see a workout with it. Now, they could have been galloping the horse around, and maybe the horse was training good in the mornings. I don't know, but there's no official workout without those blinkers. So again, I don't know what to think of this horse. But also when I like a horse, even the 10 horse that I liked over at Tampa Bay, right? I look to see what the favorites look like. And just to go back to that Tampa Bay race number 4 real quickly, one thing I really liked about it was, look, the top win percentage in this race was only 20%, the 4. Only 20%, and had 0 speed. And look at the EquinEdge morning line. It's 4-1. It's not that great, but you see what I mean? So that made me like the 10 that much more, because there was no world beaters in here. So it's really important. If you want to make a case for a horse, you need to do that. That's great. But you also need to make sure that you go back and look and go, okay, who are the favorites in here? What does it look like? Are there any really good horses? Because then maybe you want to cover that horse in the underneath as well. All right. So just a little tidbit there. So, all right. Santa Anita Park, race number 4. And let's put this over here. All right, 2 minutes. They're walking towards the gate. So let's take a look at this. I will do a pick 5. We'll do a pick 5 together in the next race. Okay. And I'm going to guess that Jessica's going to send this horse. It's kind of Jessica's style. So one of the things you see here is that the win percentage on the 6 horse has been 2%, 5%, and 4%, and now jumps up to 20%. So it's likely to run better. But if you look at the GSR Plus, breeding-wise, I think they should send this horse to Golden Gate Fields, right, and put it on the synthetic. The highest tab has 64 on the synthetic, and it would probably do good at any distance on synthetic up there. But since we are on dirt, we look at this, and really 8 furlongs is not, you can see the low GSR. So again, there's some positives. A really good way to claim horses, Doug. Exactly right. And that's where we're going to go to. We have something called Trainer's Edge, and I have it here. Well, it's not on, well, for whatever reason, it's not on my site right now. I think it's on my test site. Let's see here. So yeah, so Trainer's Edge, Trainer's Search, there's horse searches. We have so much more coming, but yeah, for people that want to breed, for people that want to go to sales, for people that want to claim horses, that's what people can use. So it's pretty neat. All right, so let's take a look here. Remove that real quick.
Is the cause of this contact and become.
All right, so I don't know why the screen is still, but all right, so 0 minutes to this race. And let's take a look. So here are my notes up here. Lasix on first time is also the pace. So I don't normally look at Lasix that much, but when a horse is getting, is this Lasix for the first time? It shows like it's had Lasix on. No, Lasix on this one, on the one. But some of these horses are getting Lasix first time. So you do need to watch for that. Blinkers off for the first time on the 6 horse. Tahauser Racehorse is oh, that'd be great. Let's hope that Matt does. $2K a month no, if you want to train and own a horse, a racehorse, it depends on where you're at. In Southern California, I can tell you it's probably going to be around $3,500 a month. So it just depends. Depends on the track and where you're at. All right, Santa Anita. So we'll get our groove and get going. And I've been doing very well this morning. I made a couple of bets, not a lot, but I won those bets. And so we'll see what happens. Yeah, 120 a day. I hadn't heard that. That's about the highest rate, Doug, that I've heard. All right, let's see what we can find. So a horse like the 3 horse. So if you're not familiar with the asterisk, it's part of the front runner. It's a separate algorithm, but it's telling us that the 3 horse's most likely chance of winning is on the lead. Okay. Now, the only thing I will say, one, it's an EquinEdge long shot, but the EquinEdge long shot has to choose 1 horse, and it's a short field of 6. And 2, when you have lightly raced horses, I'm not going to say inaccuracies for a lack of a better word, though. You know, maybe it's not going to be as accurate as it normally is, right? So that could be the case here. And this also is saying that this 3, its best chance of winning is on or near the lead. And you can see clearly that it shouldn't be able to be even anywhere near the lead. Now, if a horse is facing easier in class, and that's the SOR, class is SOR, strength of race, then maybe it can move itself up. But when you look at both the 6 and the 1, they both have the top pace numbers, but also top class. These two horses are going to be clearly on the lead. And the 6 horse is the one that popped up in the email. It makes me like the 1 more, though, because the 1 horse has the top GSR. It has a really good class, and so I think the 1's going to be tough. We'll see what happens.
Ice cold gold.
So the 6 broke bad. That helps the 1's chances that much more now. And now not only the 6 break bad, but now it's going to go 8 wide.
And Coloratura has to go 6 wide around the first turn.
What's up, Aaron?
Cold gold hugs the rail and leads it by a length. Hard Diane second by a head with Heaven's Ghost outside of them. Another 2 back to Coloratura, trying to get into the race now from 4th, moving up on the outside, just 2 lengths off the lead. KP Krypton and Classical Romance. They have 5/8 of a mile to go, and it's Diego Herrera and Ice Cold Gold in control up top. They have it by about 2.5.
Clearly, the 6 was live, right? So we know that.
At the rail comes
but
KP
to beat the 1 horse is going to be an impossibility.
Between those 2.
And but you might want to watch the 6 for next time.
Off the lead, looking for a spot, and it's a big gap.
No, the horse is starting to stop.
Out of it. They have 3/8 to run.
It's going to be a 1-4 exact. I doubt the 4 catches the 1.
Hard Diane is now coming under serious pressure. Losing
not only that, too, to use up a horse like the 4 that entire time, very tough to sustain that move that far around the track. So it's making a good move, but I would still suggest that the 1's going to be tough to beat. Now he's being asked. But the 1's running huge, though. I don't know. Maybe the 1's got the measure. Usually they'll start petering out about now, but the 1 horse, if the 1 horse loses, it's a really disappointing effort considering the easy lead this horse had. 4 was much best.
And it's Classical Romance and Ryan Curatolo to win it by about a length and a half.
Wow.
Ice Cold Gold was.
Let's take a look at that 4. What was the story with the 4? Classic Romance, 24%. Ice Cold Gold, 37%. Look, what's interesting is the Ice Cold Gold was not even, to say that 4 times fast. The 1 horse was not in the top EquinEdge picks. And the 4, oh, here's another GSR horse. So maybe that's what's going to happen today. Maybe we're going to get GSR horses today, huh? Let's take a look. By the way, what's up, Angela? The top GSR wins. So you've got 9 races today. It's going to win like 2.5 of those races. So anywhere from 2 to 3 races, the top GSR will win. So this race, no. This race, no. This race, yes. So race number 3, yes. And race number 4, yes. So it's 1-2. So it's at least good for 1 more, probably, is the way you would look at it, right? Yeah, I mean, there's some live horses with the top GSR. Let's see, I've got a note on the 8 horse. What is it? Can run, but got no pace and was very wide. Yeah, I have some notes on that horse as well. And then race number 8, top GSR is Vittorio. This horse is very live today. And it's a first-time starter. System's saying it's the fastest horse in the race. But what's interesting about this horse in race number 8 is that Baffert's got 3 horses in here. That's one of the 3 horses. And look at the jockey-trainer combination in here. San Anita Park race number 8. The 1 horse sense of dominance, this horse has only raced 1 time, and it broke from the rail, broke a little bit slow, and sat good. It was a bit green. It had a lot of horse. Jockey let up. Flavian Pratt now is aboard, and I believe for the first time, yes. And look, jockey-trainer combinations, 46%. It's 22% to win. 49% John Velasquez and Bob Baffert. I mean, this is just sick when Bob Baffert rides either Velasquez or Pratt. And you have to believe that John Velasquez is here because of Baffert horses this time of year going into the Kentucky Derby. I don't know what's going to happen if they're going to allow Bob's horses to run. I've heard no, but then what's interesting is Bob Baffert also has the 2 horse. Baffert hasn't slowed down. You've seen last year, he's sitting at 32%. It's crazy. And Juan Hernandez is aboard. But look at this. That's the top EquinEdge pick. Lukewarm top win second top win percentage, but 20%. I say only 20% jockey trainer combination. So anyways, I wasn't sure what to do in there, but I thought that was very interesting and trying to figure out that puzzle, right? So Gulfstream Park race number 11. I didn't handicap this, but we'll see. Might as well maybe go out there and check out that race because we can. And let's see if we can find something real quickly. So top GSR is the 10 horse. It's also the top, not the top pace. It is the top pace, 57. So I don't see this horse winning on the drop in class here. And you can see the SOR was a 44 last time out, and today it's 46. That being said, it's going on the synthetic for the first time, and this horse is obviously bred for the synthetic. It's got the top GSR as well. So top GSR, top pace number, 8% in a race where the top win percentage is only 24%, and the horse is 6-1, so it's kind of dead on the board. So in this type of situation, a horse like this could go gate to wire or at least be in the money, right? So you want to, you know, this is clearly always just a wide open race. Let's run the trifecta on the ticket generator and see what it gives us. Let's see here. Horse just popped up. So a horse at Santa Anita, race number 5, popped up. Okay. So it's not using the 10. So watch it. I'm going to force it to use the 10 in all 3 spots, and then I'm going to regenerate. And then I might make one more change and go from the 12 hole. I don't think that this horse can win. So I go like this. So that's 2 changes. And then I regenerate. Let me look and see if I would make any other change. Okay, that's it. So that would be the ticket. That's how you can utilize the ticket generator, right? That's how you could utilize it. I could even say, you know what? The 12 horse can't be first or second. The more accurate you are with your adjustments, okay? The more accurate you are. So some of you are liking this 12. I mean, it's the EquinEdge long shot, but I'm going to play against it on the 12 post. We'll see. It's a narrow course. I'm going to do that. It also has no speed, so it's going to close. So, but again, if you're accurate with your changes,
the horses are at the gate. It's now
then
lining up and moving
the better chance you have of getting a score. You could also use the EquinEdge. We could use the EquinEdge morning line. Right.
Race program, racing forms and programs on sale now as we march.
So the 3 horse
to the 2022
is an overlay,
World Cup.
and these horses don't win very often. The horse is kind of dead on the board. So watch. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to eliminate the 3 from the first spot, and now I'm going to regenerate. I'm going to open the 12 back up at least in the second spot.
Features not only the $3 million.
So now it does this: 6, 7, 10 with 3, 6, 7, 10, 12 with 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12.
Riders off Bird Note. Jockey Miguel Vasquez looking for his second winner of the day, but Bird Note is a bit fidgety behind the gate.
All right.
Race favorites include 7 Beloved Warrior and 6 Fishing for Fun.
So that's the way you can utilize the ticket generator.
12 out wide.
First of all, almost every wager type is a flat bet profit. Almost every one. So if you're right about the changes that you make, whether you're adding a horse or subtracting a horse from a certain position, you're just giving yourself exponentially that much better chance of winning. This is a wide open race, and no question about it. I made like 3 or 4 changes. And look at the 3 horse just got bet late. Did you see that? It just got bet late. They got hammered from 9-1 to 5-1 late by the CAWs. Now I'm going to add it back.
They're at the post.
So wide open race. My chances of winning that ticket are probably slim, but let's see what happens.
And they're off. Slow to go, Macho Time.
I have no idea, Tony. I did not look at it. So you see the 12 there? The 12, the jockey had to hold the horse, wait till the other horses went, and then sat back. No matter what, in order for this horse to win, it would have to be 1,000 times best, and it doesn't have a 48% win percentage, right? So, but I do think it's important to put a note on the 12, especially if it comes and does any kind of running at all, because you could catch a price next time.
On the first turn they go. Millennium Condo has the lead 3 parts of length. Fishing for Fun latched onto him while snugly in hand. Glory and Victory is in the blue colors on the outside. Widest of all, that's Frosty Warrior. Spun out 6 deep around that first turn run. Staying put at the rail is Bird Note. Then back to Beloved Warrior. The favorites in the 2 path, about 4 or 5 lengths behind. Then Bluto's Candy. From behind the speed goes Star Shopping. It's a gap of 3 to Macho Time and Catatumbo at the back. Fishing for Fun is dropping back a touch now. Fishing for Fun back to 5th as 3 on the cross of the course for the 4-turn run. 47 and 3 for the opening half mile. Fishing for Fun just checked again as his back is now against the wall. Meanwhile, Beloved Warrior is in hand for Gaffleon. He just needs some place to go as Millennium Condo does battle with Glory and Victory. Frosty Warrior is next. Bluto's Candy on the far outside. Star Shopping's going to wheel very wide off the corner. Beloved Warrior sees an opening, and he finds a seam to come after the leader now after 3 quarters. In 1:12 and 4, they fed across the course. Bird Note got through on the rail. Far outside, Castellano on Star Shopping. Star Shopping hits high gear now and blows by them all.
So the top EquinEdge pick's going to win. And that horse got bet late to 5-1. 5, 7, 8, 4.
Beloved Warrior
3, 7, 8.
Candy 3rd. Bird Note was 4th. And Millennium Condo to complete.
3, 7, 8. 3, 7. Oh, we didn't have the 8 for 3rd, but it did come in 3, 7, right? So, and those were also the top 2 win percentage as well. All right. So just different ways that you can use the system to play. All right. Golden Gate race number 4, which is coming up soon. And let's see here. Top GSR, it's not that high. There's really not that much of a difference. I feel like the 5 horses burn money, Artist and Dancer. And the GSR goes up a little bit, but not really. I mean, this horse has been right there, been bet and just burned money. Then 31% didn't win. I'm not really a big fan, even though I will say this. Made their way through the gate for race. It is the top pace number. So I like the 1. I like the 1. Tropical Girl.
Savage Love coming up.
Bumped, lost path, the break. Throw that out, broke 8th. And I mean, I don't even think they were trying then. I think they were giving the horse a race, come back up here. Jonathan Wong, Evan Roman. I think the horse goes to the lead and possibly goes gate to wire. You got it. What's up, Alex, my man? So
Artisan Dancer goes in.
Yeah, and the 7-horse Tam Tricky. I think this horse had a rough start last time out and should run better too. I would maybe do like a 1-3-7 exacta box, something like that. But I do think the 1 can win this race. So we'll see what happens here. Matt Dinnerman has your call.
Tam Tricky backs away. Now goes in. Tropicana Girl to the inside post. We're ready to go.
What's up, Joe? Happy Saturday. All right, let's get the 1 to get a good break. Not bad.
Beginning, Artisan Dancer.
Not bad.
Close to the pace.
I think it'll go gate to wire.
For speed from the inside.
And then look at those are the 2 speed horses, right? That's how good our pace number is, right? Every time.
Dancer who keeps up with her
every time.
And those 2 sprint down the backside together. Don't Tell Heidi in the 3rd position with Tam Tricky, a gap of 2 to the first-time starter Chula Girl with Savage Love. And a big space. Lassie Cat, she's trailing.
I don't have anything off the top of my head, Tony, that I like for a single at the moment.
Tropicana Girl with her blue blinkers in front. Artisan Dancer right up on the outside, hounding her. Don't Tell Heidi, no excuses for her. Chula Girl is creeping in behind the speed right now. Chula Girl is waiting for a spot to go, and Savage Love is pinned in right behind her in a tight spot at the tap on the brakes. Tam Tricky's gotten a clear trip. She's moving up 4 deep as they come to the top of the stretch.
4 is absolutely loaded, it looks like to me, but I don't know the horse is going to get through.
They're both tired, though. Tam Tricky on the outside. Chula Girl with a bad trip.
And the 7's coming on.
Time of it, still behind horses here. Outside Tam Tricky.
Three's had a terrible trip.
And she's taken the lead. She's been in the clear throughout. Here comes Chula.
Watch that 3 next. 4 was the best in the race. But I would watch that 3 next time out as well.
Was best. Chula Girl racing clear to win it by 2. Tam Tricky was second. Photo for third. Savage Love and Lassie Cat. Then Tropicana Girl. Chula Girl, wow, she had a lot of traffic at the quarter pole in the top of the lane, but Pedro Torrero did a good job to get her in the clear, and she...
Good call by Matt Dinnerman. Okay. Santa Anita Park, race number 5. Let's do a pick 5. You guys ready for that? All right, we'll put in for a $60 ticket, generate that. We'll look at my notes. So the 2 horse, one's the pace, but 1 was scratched. Okay, so now that makes the 2 the pace. That helps the 2's chances. 2 is also the top SOR with a 64, 45%. Second top GSR. So, I mean, certainly this horse deserves a good look. So we'll look carefully on the turf. This horse was 30% last time out to win, was the favorite, and was on the outside post and really had no excuses. That being said, that was a 51. You see that? A 51 GSR, moving up 13 points on GSR. 13. So figures to do better here. But I don't know. This horse is pretty fast and seems to need the lead. And jumping back on the turf, I think my concern, it's cheaper. This horse can't win. I don't believe this horse can win. But I just don't think the style fits this horse, and I think that the 2 is the real deal. But the 2 could soften up or be softened up by the 4 horse. So we'll look at the EquinEdge long shot, and this horse. Look at this horse in 2 times at 6 furlongs. This horse has actually earned good money doing that. Likes Santa Anita Park, but this horse broke its maiden around the hook at night over at Los Alamitos, 2 races back. Other than that, it really hasn't done anything. I mean, I don't like this horse. I mean, to me, this race is clear between the 2 and the 3, right? And the system is using the 2 and the 3. If the 4 was not in this race, I would be singling the 2, and I might even single the 2 anyways, because it's not like the 3 has a class advantage and is going to be closer to the pace. The 3 could be really far back. I just don't know how hard the 4 is going to press the 2, and I don't know if it even can. And I'll tell you why. I mean, look at the 4 last time was 56% to win. So it did what it was supposed to do, but against a 38 SOR group. So prior to that, it really wasn't showing that much speed because, it really wasn't meant to. I'm kind of, the 2 could be a single. I will just say that. I did. I'm glad you brought that up. The 6 horse. But the 6, the place algorithm popped up the 6 horse here. The place algorithm. So, I mean, that horse could come up, but I don't see the horse winning. I really don't see this horse winning, but it has the style. If the 4 and the 2 really duel, maybe the 2 and 4 stop and the 6 gets up in the money. That's possible. You know what I think is likely here possibly is the 6 horse getting third. So you could do something like 2, 4, 6 trifecta cold. 2, 4, 6. Delta Downs, race number 9, the 9 horse popped up on the email. I think the favorites are just likely here. I really do. I do. I think the 6 is more likely to get third than it is second. So, but again, we'll see how this thing plays out, but it's looking pretty chalky right now. So the 5 horse Ottawa Fire, again, this asterisk is saying for the horse's chance of winning, its best chance would be on or near the lead. And the horse does not have the speed to do that. And it's only 2%. It is a price play, and it is an EquinEdge long shot. No doubt about it. That popped up for sure. But it's only a 5 horse field. I don't like the 5. As a matter of fact, like I like the 4 as a single, or if for whatever reason somebody goes with the 4 breaks slow, the 1. That's what I thought it was. And the 4 is probably a single. I thought this race was wide open. Baltus takes over on the 6. It really wasn't my favorite. If we go here to race number 7 over at Santa Anita. They're on the track over at Santa Anita. We'll go out there in a second. But race number 7. Okay, hold on here. Let's look at so this is the staging that I use. And you can see here it's showing that the 4 horse in race number 6 is excuse me one second. We're in race number 7. But in race number 6, 3-5 on the EquinEdge morning line in comparison to 6-5. And the 1 horse is 6-1. But the horse was just claimed by Lorenzo Ruiz, and I do think the 1 could run good. Race number 7. Let's see if we can get this thing to pop up. The staging side has been really buggy. All right, so it won't pop up race number 7. This race, let's see. So 35-1 on that horse. Top GSR is the 8. Back on turf, has burned a lot of money. Wide trip in store and no speed, but first time 6 furlongs on turf and has a good GSR. So I had mixed feelings. That's my note there. EquinEdge morning line's 10-1, which means this horse is most likely going to be an overlay, and overlays only win 20% of the time. And this horse is only 8%. But big but. There's the top win percentage is only 19%. I mean, if you somehow could come up with 1 or 2 horses or 3 horses max that you really like in this race, this is where you win big money, right? I feel like we're getting by this race. This is the one, right? The system is saying 3 and 4, but I mean, these horses are 19 and 20% respectively. The EquinEdge morning line on the 3 is 9-5. I mean, and look at, I mean, this horse really has, it had 1 win here at 5-2 at 13%. It barely lost at 25%. I mean, look, it actually, this horse does really, really try. And it's getting a 68 group, and it's been facing tougher. The 3 is very, very live. No question about it. No question about it. Flavian Pratt's aboard as well. And what you could do is just go, let me look at the last work and see if the horse still seems good. Only 2 horses over at San Luis Rey, so hard to tell. But the horse is doing good. Always on the turf. Look for Flavian. I don't think Umberto's is good sprinting on the turf. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but personally, I just feel like Flavian always is going to get a horse in the right position. And there's almost no speed in here. And then look at the SOR. The SOR on the 1 is a 42. The SOR on the 3 is a 74 and then a 70. So they have the 2 class numbers. And so maybe just add the 1. I mean, Baltus does take over, gets Lasix off for the first time, which is weird. Been off since September. I mean, maybe it is Baltus on the turf, and it is an EquinEdge long shot, right? So I think, you could do something like that, 6 and 8. What's the story with the 2? lightly raced horse, and it only ran twice in 2021. And so it's a really hard one to judge. But this horse seems to have a little bit of talent. So I do think this race is wide open. And if they go too fast, this 5 horse can really finish up late. 60, it's moving way up in class. So I'm going to say no on the 5. So let's see here what we got. So something like this. And then we're going to go like this. 5-1, but only 2% on this 4 horse. So that's a tough one. No speed, 4% on the 5 and 6. What's up, Marvin? How much time do we have? 3 minutes. Okay. So we could go like this and just see what this comes out to. Oh, what'd it do? Two and 3. So I think I locked everything else, didn't I? This isn't a bad ticket. I mean, you're going to get chalk in the first couple of races. And then, no, but you know what I was concerned about with this 3? What did I put? Pace dominant, EE morning line 6-1 though. Lay 6 first time. This 3 horse, how is this 3 horse on the EquinEdge morning line? How the heck? This horse is 57%. 9-5 on the odds makers morning line, but 6-1 on the EquinEdge morning line. I mean, could the EquinEdge morning line really be that far off? That scared me. That scared me. I wasn't sure that this horse was a horse that we were going to be able to really fully trust. Second time starter here, going from 2% to 21%, EquinEdge long shot, and going on turf for the first time, but it drops 12 points in GSR. 11 points. Now we could do something like this, right? Watch this. And maybe the 2 horse goes gate to wire, right? Maybe 9-5. Maybe the 4 doesn't go with it, right? And then maybe we do this. And if you're going to take those big favorites, no need to play a horse like the 3, right? These big favorites, well, it's wide open, but yeah, Flavian looks tough. I mean, you could. Let's see if there's a big favor we can throw out. Like this guy's lukewarm, the 8. No, but he's on the outside. Bob Baffert, 49%. It's tough. Here's the problem with a card like this. You could literally get all favorites to win and not pay anything, but you could play $500 ticket. You could do that. So, but I think the 2 could go gate to wire. But anyways, this would be my singles probably. And then what you could do is cover your bets here. So what I like to do a lot of times when I single horses is bet them to win. So if you played a $108 ticket, you could just bet $75 or $100 to win on the 2, and you would get your money back if it won. And then if it didn't win, you could double back down and just do a 4-1 exacta. Right? Does that make sense? That's how I play all the time. Another possible single would be this 3 horse here, Commander. But I haven't had any luck with Ruben Alvarado at all. But the horse, I think this is a wide open race. This one scares me, like I said, only because of the EquinEdge morning line. I got to tell you, though, and it's also the EquinEdge second pick. This thing could be completely wrong. It's really an accurate algorithm, but it's not always perfect. So that's a consideration. You can never go wrong if you want to single. Ryan Curatolo already won one today. So maybe he's on one day, but this horse is only 4%, but it is the top EquinEdge pick. And by the way, too, whenever you have a horse like the 3 horse that's taking so much of the win percentages, you can't really worry about the other win percentages. We'll see what happens here, though.
Then Spanish Channel and Plum Sexy.
The 2 look like it might have broke bad, and this would completely set it up for the 3 horse possibly. And because it looked like he broke slow and then rushed up.
Phillylicious in second. She loves karaoke under a hold in third. And Spanish Channel fourth with 3 to make up. A length and a half to a reserve Plum Sexy. Easy lead for Sweet Madam Blue. Has a 2-length cushion around the far turn. She Loves Karaoke has to keep pace second. Then Phillylicious at the rail, losing just a touch of ground. Just behind them, Plum Sexy looking for a way through and finding it now. They're at the top of the lane. Sweet Madam Blue, a commanding 4-length lead. Plum Sexy comes out of the pack to try and chase, but with a 16th to go, it's Sweet Madam Blue and Johnny V well clear. Sweet Madam Blue wins for fun. Plum Sexy second.
So
Phillylicious third.
we got the 2 to win. When you have like in a race like that, when you have a horse that has the top SOR and has a 45% win percentage and has the top pace, then that's what, when everyone say, where do you find the key horses? That's an example of where you find a key horse. And that horse went off at 3 to 2. So I didn't get a chance to bet it. I had the thing on mute. And so I'm a little bummed out about that I didn't bet that. But there you go. Hopefully some of you single that horse. But look at that. I mean, it really does have all the, and also top EquinEdge pick. It really did have all the makings of a horse that could be a single. That scratch was a good scratch, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So 2, 3, 4, and that horse went off at 3 to 2 because so much money was bet. And look, it's unless you have these EquinEdge metrics, you can't blame people for betting this 3 horse as the favorite. I don't blame them. I can see it. But when you look at it from this perspective here, and you see the win, pace, and SOR, right? Look at that. And look at the EquinEdge morning line, by the way. It's lower than the 3. I didn't even see that. 6 to 5 on the EquinEdge morning line. Top EquinEdge pick, top win percentage, top pace. And the next closest pace was what the 4 horse was a 40 SOR. So you have to know that not only is it a low win percentage, but with that SOR, the horse most likely won't continue to press the 2. It might press for a little bit, but then it'll peter out. And that's exactly what happened there. And the 3 was going to be well back and then came up. And that's what happened and got second. So 2 was a really good single. Oh, nice, Dan. So it's not sexy, but there's nothing wrong with 3 to 2 odds, especially when you have some people that are probably singling the 3 horse, and those metrics are right there. So good. And top 2 GSRs as well. Now, don't get me wrong. I probably would have used the 2 and the 3 if I didn't find that race number 7, 8, and 9 were wide open. Then I probably would have. But because I found those races to be difficult, I was forced to make a decision, and I'm curious. The exacta paid $4. I mean, that's not a lot. Okay, Golden Gate race number 5. We'll play another pick 5. Let's do that. All right, are we back? You guys hear me? I'm not really sure what happened. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Yeah, we're back. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Sorry about that. I have no idea. I think Mike's out too, so I'm glad that came back up. Okay, we got Golden Gate Fields race number 5, and okay, thank you everybody. I appreciate that. All right, so let's do this for $80. All right, so remember, so I'm learning as I go along as well, right? Golden Gate is a bad track. Why? I love Golden Gate. I think it's the best surface in all of horse racing. It's fair every which way. They have pretty decent sized fields. I don't know why you would say that. I so disagree. And I'm not just saying that because we're covering this. I actually mean that. I think the racing at Golden Gate is fine. I mean, we all have our preferences. I mean, you know, if you feel that way, but I don't agree with you at all. But first thing I do is I sort the GSR, I sort the SOR, and then I sort the pace. So you can clearly see the 4 horses, the pace number. Again, we have a race where the top win percentage is only 27%. Matt Dinnerman is a tremendous race caller. Tremendous. Young, going to be doing it for a long, long time. And a tremendous human being as well. Borcon, the 4 horse, is 65. That's fast. Okay. And so let's take a look and see what happens here. Here's what I don't like. The SOR, he's going up. You can see, look at the SOR, the lowest SOR. Okay, so remember how I'm always telling you, now we have contradicting things here. We have a positive here with the pace, but we have a negative with the strength of race when every other horse in the field has a much tougher SOR, right? Right? So he's a very likable guy. Very, very likable. So Golden Gate Fields. All right. So anyways, so 65 on the pace. But that low SOR, that's like I said, and you can see by the EquinEdge morning line, the top EquinEdge morning line is only 7-1 on the 5. Steve Sherman takes over on the 4, Borkin. And you can clearly see when you look at this, yes, you can see here though, okay, look, it looks like the horse has the capability of coming from behind. This is really important for you to see too. This is a good lesson. If you look at these last couple of races, you see where the horse is 7th by 3.5 and 3rd by 2. They're not really making up ground. What's probably happening is horses are stopping in here. This is not a closer. So this is a horse that needs a lead but doesn't have much strength to race. Now you take a horse like the 3, who's 27%, pace of 55, so going to be, but the SOR is a 48. So I'm guessing the 3 will be a length or 2 behind the 4 is all. And in the drive, in the finish, the 3 would outfinish the 4, most likely, depending on how fast they go in the first quarter. If they let the 4 crawl, but I don't think that's going to happen, although there's not much pace in this race. Then you take a look at the 5. Look at this 5. The 5's best chance of winning is always being on or near the lead. Even in this race where it came from behind, it was a length back at the second call, only a length. And that was against a 42 group. I don't like the 5 at all. It's got a 47 pace. This is a tougher group of horses. It might not, it's probably going to be 3 or 4 lengths back. So I don't like that horse. So when I'm looking at horses it's either the 3 or now I'm looking at the 1, 2, or 6 to come from behind. And look, that was my handicapping right there. The system used those. That's how good the system is. I handicapped that without even noticing that that's exactly what the ticket generator used. Pretty amazing. But we still are hoping to make some positive changes, right? Let's see here. So we're still hoping to make some positive changes to increase our chances of winning. Now we have to look and see, is the one horse a single? First, I want to see my note. Jockey never asked this horse was by far the pace. So this is the type of horse from what I'm suggesting here that needs the lead, the 4, and it can't get the lead, so he's out. This horse has no speed and only 4%. So when a horse has a low win percentage and has no pace, I'm usually eliminating them right off. That leaves me with these 3 horses. Now, I could handicap deeper, and I could see if the one's a single. I could do that. But when I look at this horse's form, I know it's going from 5% to 41%. But look here, when it was 44% here, it lost. And it's never been 8 furlongs in the synthetic. And the GSR is dropping 13 points. So he's not a single to me. Could win. So now I'm coming over here and going, okay, what do I have? And I'm looking at what appears to be just an absolute grab bag. So now I'm going to go to the next race real quickly and see, is there anybody I can single? Now you have a race where the top win percentage is only 25%. And
the red light is flashing on the starting gate at Golden Gate Fields. The runners have made their way to the gate for race number 5.
All right. So I'm going to suggest this. I think the 10 can go gate to wire. It's got a 22% win. And I got a note on the one horse that hard to trust, and that's the second top win percentage with the 10 that can go gate to wire possibly. And should have a clear lead in here. So this is the best possible scenario that I can see for a ticket, other than covering more horses here in this 8th race at Golden Gate Fields. But 1, 2,
post 3
yeah,
next.
that's it. All right, see what happens here. Matt Dinnerman has the call. This is the 5th. This is the late pick 5 from Golden Gate Fields.
Position 4 next up. Just a few more runners to take their spot. That's a bad boy to post position 5. And then after him, Rocks and Salt to round out the field. We're ready to go. And they're off. Porcan was a little bit awkward coming out of the gate. He's second to last early on. That's a bad boy up close. Now taking back. Vantage Point and Space Odyssey 1-2. And Space Odyssey has his red blinkers in front. Vantage Point wants to go with him. He's on a strong hold. Vantage Point racing eagerly as he hits the clubhouse turn. That's a bad boy. Gets a good trip off the pace in third, followed by Borcan. A gap of 3.5 to Champagne Pegasus second to last. And that leaves Rocks and Salt to trail off the contentious pace. Space Odyssey a share of the lead. Vantage Point right there, neck off, hounding him on a hold still. Length and a half to That's a Bad Boy. Good position for him third still. Borcan stays on the inside fourth. Still a space back to Champagne Pegasus. And Rocks and Salt shown some more rain with 5 furlongs to go. He's still at the back as the half dozen runners stride down the backside. Space Odyssey, Vantage Point, a neck off one another. They're right together with a half mile left. That's a Bad Boy with no excuses. This long shot stalking the pace. Borcan's right behind him on his tail. Champagne Pegasus in the clear right now for Santos Rivera. Hits the forward turn, tries to get closer. Rocks and Salt is also within 4 lengths of the lead. He's gaining some ground as they start to pack up around the turn. That's a Bad Boy. Frank Alvarado says go with him, and he goes to the front. Space Odyssey's under pressure. Vantage Point drops out of it. He's done. That's a Bad Boy, the one to catch as they swing off the turn. That's a Bad Boy. A length and a half in front. Space Odyssey second. Champagne Pegasus is coming on. Even Rocks and Salt on the far outside is motoring towards this leader. Rocks and Salt from the back of the field has swept to the lead, and Rocks and Salt will give Pedro Torrero 2 wins, and Rocks and Salt races away 2 for 2 on the Tapeta for trainer Carla Gaines.
6-5-2. 6-5-2. Okay, so that's of all the horses. Hold on here. Well, that horse was 7-5 on the EquinEdge morning line, but 2-1. So Space Odyssey would have been nice, but we did get the 6. At least we move on in that race. In what look at that looked to be a really tough race. So we got the 6, and that's good. All right. So Stephen, forgot about your Golden Gate Fields. And you had the 1 and 3 in there. Ah, I'm sorry, Stephen. So you had the 4 horse at 1320, which is great. And you had the 1 and 3 in here. Steve, I know, Stephen, the only thing I would say, and I'm sorry, I totally forgot about that. Feel free to please remind me next time. But it's really tough to leave out a horse that's 7-5 on the EquinEdge morning line and the top EquinEdge pick, But I mean, you might have seen something. It's easy to second guess, It's easy to second guess. So, horses coming from behind at Golden Gate today. And don't forget, we're going to have the golden hour for you. I haven't reminded you. My first reminder, would you please like the show? Would you click on the thumbs up, please? It really is important for our channel, if you don't mind. I'd really appreciate it. So if you could just click the thumbs up. And what happens is the more thumbs up we get, then what'll happen is YouTube will start trending on YouTube, and they'll start sending people to our shows. So, and that makes it that much more fun anyways. So if you can like the show, that would be great. Thank you for that. All right, we got Santa Anita Park. We're alive in our pick 5. We singled the 4. So now remember I was saying when we singled the 2 horse in race number 5 in our late pick 5, I said bet the 2 horse to cover the price of your ticket. Did anybody do that? Anybody do that? Now, I didn't bet at all in my defense. I haven't bet at all once yet. But you have to do that. So just in case you don't finish out and win. But if this 4 wins, the likelihood that you're going to win is pretty high. So Scott, the only thing I'm doing in a race like this is an exacta 4-1, right? Now, look at the 1 horse. In 10 tries going 8.5 furlongs on the dirt, this horse has got 7 seconds and 2/3. I mean, what's the light? You did, Doug? Nice going. The likelihood is that this horse, the 1 horse, is going to be second. It's a strong possibility in a 5-horse field, but it's 8-1 right now. Let's see here. So thank you, Evan. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you for taking the time to write that. So 4-1 is something you can do. If for whatever reason you think the 4 is vulnerable, the thing is when you have a horse that's 3-5 on the EquinEdge morning line, top EquinEdge pick, 48% to win, 73 pace when the next closest is 59, tied for the top strength of race, the SOR. It's tough to beat a horse like that. But then you look at the 5 horse who seems to need the lead for its best. You look at the 3 horse. I looked at this 3, and the 3 really seems to need the lead for its best as well. And this horse, this horse last time out raced at this level and didn't run at all. All it did was beat a 46 group. That's all it did. That's all it did. So here's what I would do. I would do a 4-1 exacta, and then I might come back with a 4-3-1 trifecta. I can't imagine the 1 would not be second or third. right? But it's definitely a possibility at 27%. Second pace number. I do not see the 3 from the inside trying to duel with the 4. I don't see it. And if somebody did go, the 4 can rate. So the 4 looks like the real deal. We got 11 minutes before the race. Let's take a look at the pick 5 that we did from Golden Gate Fields. If you wanted to play a pick 4, you could certainly do that same thing. Now, I played a little bit higher. I didn't play it, but I suggested it. Single the 2, single the 4. You know, if the 4 wins, you know, we knew we were going to get chalk here. So then we spread out here and hope for long shots, you know, and then you have some action. But that's a look at it. If you wanted to, you could come back and do a pick 4. Same thing. So we would come over here to race number 6. Thank you very, very much. Pick 4, $48. By the way, I'm going to be at the NHC, of course. I have 2 entries. And if anybody's going to be there, feel free to please come by and say hello, okay? And really looking forward to it. Leaving on Wednesday. I'm going to play in the first chance and last chance. I talked to Dave Weaver yesterday. He's going to be in it as well. I know Mike Somich is going to be in it. Where's Oldie? Oldie's not here today, huh? How did that horse do over at Delta Downs real quick? I just want to look. The 9 horse. Anybody play it? I don't know what it did. What race was that? Race number 9, the 9. Did it go off? Did it do any good? He lost by a nose to the 10. Oh, that stinks. The 10-1. Who's the 14-1 from that outside post? Oh, there must have been a ton of speed. See, you can see that. Look at the 7, 6, 7, and 8. Look at that. So they need the lead. They're probably dueling. Then the 5 was probably bad. 5's just probably no good. You can see the form is terrible. So the 5 was bad. And 4 didn't run, but look at the 4. 4 had an SOR of 32 going up to a 40. So it makes sense that the horses that would close would be, look at, it makes sense. 10, 9, 1, the 3 finishers. You see that? The 3 finishers. Yeah, but no doubt, Scott, no doubt. But still, pace makes the race along with class. So sort these things and look. This horse clearly is just no good anymore. But when you look at the pace, clearly you can see that there was going to be some pace there. And you look at a horse like the 4, and its SOR is a 32, and 1 win in 13 tries. Not liking that horse at all. This is where our algorithms, like our win percentages, look at the EquinEdge pick had the 4 second. I would have never liked this horse. And I'm working with John, who's our data scientist, and we're working on improving these algorithms because we really feel like we can make these better with situations like this. So these are the types of things that I do. And then I work with John or I work with Brad on trying to better these things. I would have never liked a horse like this. Yeah, you won against 5,000 maiden claimers, 32. Now you got to go up. So I would have loved these horses right here. What this Exacta and Trifecta paid? $50 for the Exacta and $93 for 50 cents. What single are you talking about, Cindy? Who'd you single? All right, Santana race number 6. Again, let's get back to that pick 4. And we got you could do something like that. I mean, if you get one, here's the thing. I know this is the 1 in 5 favorite, but if you get one long shot, only one, maybe a $12 or $14 horse in those next 3 races, then you're still probably getting back a couple $100, right? So let's take a look at these horses on the track. Ottawa Fire. I just think this horse is outgunned here at Fairgrounds. 1-5 right now on the 4. I really do like the 1. I think the 3 is going to run good. I really want to take a look at the, let's see here. John White, 4-3-2. The one's gonna be second or third.
Very happy to be joined here by the Shrump family. I do believe we have a birthday boy in the house, wherever you are. Scott Shrump, 57 years young. 56. Happy birthday, Scott.
Thank you. I'm 56 too.
I love you. And
I love you too.
Scott's mother. You brought him here. You brought him here from a
Doesn't look
very
like my
young
mom
boy.
though. Pick 4 current poll, $189,000.
He was 7 years old. We brought him here to the racetrack.
What is it about Santa Anita that you love?
It's so much fun. It's an open space and it's fun.
We've got the Golden Hour Daily Double, which is a $5 denomination.
We have Cameron here, your
And
grandson.
we've
Cameron's
got,
picked 3 out of 5.
The Golden Hour Daily Double, which is a $1 denomination, or not Daily Double, but pick 4. That's coming up. Yeah, no, I'm 56. I'm getting old. All right, so we got let's see here. 4 horse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8 in race number 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 in race number 8, and 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 in race number 9. No. Old as hell. 56 years old. All right. I am so excited about Vegas. Have I told you guys that yet? I'm really excited. We'll have the Golden Hour Daily Double, Golden Hour Pick 4. That's going to be a lot of fun. Those pools have been growing, by the way. They have been growing, so you don't want to miss that. Let's see here. All right, what would I? Oh, let's look at a vertical. Okay, you guys got this. This is the pick 4. For your older Scott. Let's see here. So if I'm doing a trifecta, I'm doing 4, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1. That's what I'm doing. If we look at this 2 horse, I don't think this horse fits at this level. I really don't. I think this horse is, if you look at what this horse has run good, it ran good against a 40 group, SOR, and a 46, barely winning, right? Won easy against 40. So the horse is honest, absolutely honest. And this is a 54 group. And the 2 has the lowest SOR in the field. So I mean, 3 is going to run a good race. I mean, this is 4-3-1. I'm gonna bet it. I'm gonna bet it. Refresh this. Santa Anita wager, and we'll do a trifecta. 4, 3, and 1. And an exact, I really do kind of like this this 1 horse. I mean, 7 seconds. Look at that. 7 seconds, 8.5 furlongs lifetime, 10 tries. It really, I'm just trying to figure out who gets my exacta. Does the 3 get my exacta, or is the 1? What do you guys think? Anybody have an opinion? You think the 5 is going to pester the 4? Maybe. It could. But when you look on paper, the 4 horse is just that much faster and better and classier. But he could, no doubt about it. 47, though. I mean, he could. You guys like the 1 for second. I think I'm leaning towards the 1 as well. I think I'm leaning towards the 1. Yeah, I agree, Elliot. The I'm thinking that too. I'm seeing Maldonado, and I'm like, their
horses' minds as they approach the gate. Talking of Impossible Task, who's a very short price of 1 to 5, had great.
So let's just say that the 5 horse really pushes the 4, which I don't think it will really matter. I really don't. But let's just say it does. Well, let's see what the GSR is. So the GSR on the 5 is a 36. So here's the thing, Elliot, on that note right there, based on that GSR, there's a really high likelihood that the 5 might show some speed, but it's going to stop because it doesn't have a good GSR. So that's a factor. So I think I'm still liking the 4 horse pretty strong here. I really think that now I'm just trying to figure out who's better, the 3 or the 1. And the 3 is going this distance, 8.5 furlongs for the first time, but it's got a good GSR. And it beat a non-winners 2 lifetime last time out. The 1 horse has 10 second place finishes in 24 races. So I just have to go with, in class wise, let's see, 1, who's got higher class? 1 or 3? They both have 56. But the 3 can sit closer and going to get first run before the 1. It's a tough one, man. I'll tell you what, this is not easy. Buenos noches, El Novato. This is tough. But I want action. I'm gonna say 4-3. This is 50-50. That's all it is. That's it. 50-50. Bill says 3 looks better. Dan says 1. All of you said 1. Cindy said 4-3. El Novato says 2-4. What's up, Kathy? You El Novato, where are you coming up with this 2? Where are you coming up with this 2? This 2 wins, I'll give you my watch. Three's not going to chase the 4 at all. 3's going to let the 5 chase and going to be sitting in the garden position. Let's see what happens here. They're going into the gate. Frank Miramani has this call of race number 6. Late pick 4, over $300,000 in this late pick 4 pool. Everyone's behaving.
Waiting on Ottawa Fire. They're in the gate. And they're off. Holding the lead and Impossible Task. Both go out quickly, and it's Holding the lead who's quicker.
Never, ever in a million years suspected this 3 horse would get the lead.
Direct line, and Ronimo at the back of the field. Cedillo has Holding the lead in control early, sprinting along with a 2-length lead. Impossible Task is the gray, joined at the rail by Ronimo, and further out, Ottawa Fire is about 4 lengths off the leader, leaving direct line.
For a watch, you got the 2 as well, Doug?
A length and a half. Impossible Task second, Ottawa Fire joint third, outside.
I'll tell you,
Ronimo.
this 5's going to stop now. First of all, it's not near the lead. 2, it's got a 36 GSR.
Showing the way, tracked closely by the heavy
favorite. And I will say this, I don't like the 1 as much here right now. I like this bet right now. I'm a little worried that maybe the 3 could win the race, taking it to the 4, but the 4 can rate.
And they're joined deepest of all.
But the 1 horse has had to be way too close to what appears to be a slow pace.
Who shows the way past the 3/8 pole. It's Holding the Loot by 2. Impossible Task called on. Ronimo at the rail. Direct line, Ottawa.
The jockey on the 3 just did a marvelous job of taking it to the 4. I don't think the jockey was ready for that. I hope the class of the 4 is gonna come to play here. Come on, 4.
Second and third, they're at the top of the stretch, holding the loot. Impossible Task, fully extended, trying to get by, and here he comes now, and Ronimo is at the rail. Final furlong.
Come on, 4. Get up.
Trying to fend off
Get
Impossible
up.
Task, holding the loot a length.
Nope.
Impossible Task, direct line late. It's holding the loot coast to coast.
Wow.
Impossible Task, second best. Direct line was finishing best of all, third, then Ronimo.
Like, that was all the jockey. All the jockey. I'm shocked. Who was that? Abel Cedillo. Took it to him. Really took it to him. He really did. I'm really surprised that he let that happen. I mean, this horse's best chance was going to be on the lead. All right. Let's get out to Golden Gate Fields for the pick 4. Cindy, you like that? Abel Cedillo. Look at him. All right. We got the Golden Hour pick 4 coming up. And that is coming up when? Let's see here. About 45 minutes from now. Race number 7 is coming up next, so we'll preview that as well. No, that 4 did not look vulnerable to me, and the 3 just did a really good job of taking it to him. Really, really good job. All right, Golden Gate race number 6. Let's see where they're at right now. They're coming onto the track. So they're still in the paddock right now. 3-4, Abel Cedillo. All right, let's look at these 3 horses. This is what I narrowed it down to. So we're going to play a pick 4 here. And we'll do it for $48. Let's see. I'm playing this with you guys. 1 and 2. So so this just looks just like our pick 5. That's all. So we're still alive in the pick 5 as well. So 1, 3, 6. So we'll do a trifecta. So I'm gonna play that as well. Golden Gate Fields coming up in 9 minutes. 1, 3, 6. Pick 4. 3, 6. 1, 2. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 10. Now, I do stuff like this all the time. Like in the third leg, which is, let's see here, 48. Where did that go? So the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when you look at the odds makers morning line on the 8 horse, it's 2-1 EquinEdge morning line and the 7. So the 7 and 8, but they're both only 18%. They're both only 18%, and it looks like this horse's best chance is being on the lead, and the 4's faster, right? So, and then you look at a horse like the 7 horse Fuente, and this horse had a perfect trip last time out, 21%, perfect trip, sitting in the garden position, was first down the stretch and then lost. Does that concern you at all? It would concern me. So you could go something like this and leave out the 7 and 8. And because, look, if I use the 7 and 8, if I'm playing a $10 pick 4, now it's going to cost me $900. But if I take those out, it's costing me $540. Now, I win more money. I can play it more times. But that you can do stuff like that. I do that stuff all the time. What's up, Kathy? No, I didn't have a hangover, but that was an amazing show. All 3 shows, especially Saturdays and Mondays, were really good last week. What's up, Deb Martin? Where have you been? So, look, I'm not suggesting you leave out the 7 and 8. I'm just saying they're only 18% each. The 8 horse definitely looks like it needs the lead. 7 horse can rate and is going to get first run. I believe that. But can we trust it? And look at this. On 1-1, the 6 and 8 faced each other. And the 8 horse had a perfect trip and stopped. And the 6 horse was 6.5 lengths back. This was 3 and 3. I'm just saying, like, the 6 horse could rebound. And this time, the 8's not going to have the lead. And do you see anywhere here where the horse has ever won coming from behind? I don't. All right, so this horse, maybe, this is what happened. Maybe this horse, well, it's a better turf horse, it looks like. I'm not sure that the 6 horse really wants dirt. Or synthetic, excuse me. And you see, look, on dirt, average $7,500. On turf, average $8,000. Synthetic, $3,700, right? And it doesn't have a class advantage. So now I'm starting to really rethink this thing, going, you know, maybe I want to take out the 6 as well, and that leaves the 4 and 5. Let's look at the 3 horse. It's also, look at 26 tries on synthetic, not done very well. Okay, so here's a horse in Ted that could go gate to wire. The 5 horse is 25%, 6-1 in the odds makers morning line, 9-2 on ours, and this horse is moving up a little bit in class. This is an absolute grab bag. What about the EquinEdge long shot? It outrun its odds last time out. Now it's 9%. Right? All right, Deb, we got to make some money. So the more I'm looking at this race, the more see, I think the 7 is going to be right there. If you said you have to bet 1 horse in the money, it would be the 7. It would be the 7. Now, it does move up in GSR a little bit to 55. And it comes back at the same level. In fact, looks like it's facing a little bit easier this time. So I would, you know, this horse maybe is coming into form right now. And then look at this. Look at these. This last workout, 8th of 65. But this horse is a tremendous worker in the mornings. But at least you know the horse is still doing well. I like the 7. I for sure like the 7. You know, can the 1 go gate to wire? Well, you know, I don't see why it couldn't. Last time out, it couldn't get the lead against better horses, so throw that out. But when it does get the lead, it's right there every single time. And it's 8-1 on the morning line and 6-1 on our morning line. I'm going to do something like this. I got to look at the 2 carefully, Nowhere Man. And this horse could get a good trip. 12-1, though, on the EquinEdge morning line and only 4%. So I just can't play it. I just can't. The 1 horse, the EquinEdge long shot, this horse needs some pace, and the 4 horse is going to be going. So you might want to throw the 1 in there. Now I got to look at the 3 horse just a little bit more carefully, but the EquinEdge morning line is 12-1, 3% no speed. So these are the types of risks that you have to take. So now I'm going to come over here, and the 10 horse, 78 on the pace. I think we singled that horse, but we don't have to single it in the pick 4. Your percentage on the 1? Which race are we talking, Joe? So in the last leg, the 8th at Golden Gate, we have it at 9%. You're showing it at what? 13%? I've never seen that. I don't know what that could possibly be. So weird. Share what pick? I don't know what you can't see. Can't see properly? I don't know how much, what else I could show you. Joe, I've never seen that before. I don't even know how to answer that. It would be great, though, if you do me a favor to take a screenshot of that and send that to Brad. I'd really appreciate that. I will say this. I think this 5 of good report could be a single. It could be your risk horse, because look what it did going 9 furlongs. Facing similar. It's going up from 12% to 25 win percentage. Same GSR. This could be the horse. Could be the horse. EquinEdge morning line 9-2, 25%. This could be your horse. So you could take a chance and single a horse like that. So then in the last race, if you think the race is wide open, like I do, you could just spread and hope for a bomb. Could do something like that. Right? I'm just giving you different things you can do. I think the 7's going to be right there, and the 4 could go gate to wire. I'm going to do this, though. This is how I'm going to play it. $90 ticket. Personally, I'm going to play it like this. So weird. Refresh your screen. Joe, refresh your screen. I'm just curious if you do that, what it shows. And then if you can send that to on Intercom, I can send that. As a matter of fact, I can send that to Brad too. But anyways, this is how I'm going to play it. So I'm going to wager Golden Gate. Oh, they're going into the gate, so I better get my button gear. One, 3, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. All. All right. See what happens. So 1, 3, 6 here is what we got.
We're ready to go. And they're off. A slow break from Tiger's Arrow. Drops back to trail early. Robbie going to the front from Mucho Machismo, who's running in the second in the early part. Coco's Mom is third, just ahead of El Joy. Tiger's Arrow makes up ground after breaking slowly up into fourth, passing El Joy, and Talisker Bay is the trailer. As they race around the clubhouse turn, it's Robbie. He's got everything his own way on the lead today. He's in front of length and a half. From Mucho Machismo runs in the second position. Tiger's Arrow a bit keen onto the backside. He was racing like this last time out. He wants to go. Tiger's Arrow. The jockey's trying to get him to settle down, but he wants none of that. And he's moving up to put some pressure on Robbie with 5 furlongs to go. Robbie's on top 3/4 of a length. Tiger's Arrow right outside second. Mucho Machismo attempting to stalk the pace today. He's third on the bumper of the leader. A gap of 2 to Coco's Mom. Talisker Bay still second to last. He's past El Joy, Who's now the trailer? El Joy. He's only about 4 lengths behind, though, as a compact group hits the far turn. Robbie into the turn, leads by a half length. Mucho Machismo has gotten outside. He's coming up looking for the lead now, a half length back into second. Tiger's Arrow 3 deep. Those 3 stretched across the track as they approach the quarter pole, and the last 3 are right behind them. El Joy shaken up between horses. Coco's Mom down on the inside. Talisker Bay losing ground, turning for home. He's dropping back. Top of the stretch, Mucho Machismo and Robbie.
Come on, 6.
Together. Mucho Machismo on the outside. Robbie is stubborn from the inside, though. El Joy
One's going to
trying
catch him.
Pick off that pair.
I think that's the favorite too, right?
And here comes El
Yeah.
Joy. El Joy from the back of the pack.
I mean, 1, 3,
and that'll be
6.
a hat trick for Pedro Torrero.
Pedro Torrero,
El Joy
that's a hat
for Trey
trick.
Rowan Hardy, won it by a length and 3/4. Robbie second, Mucho Machismo third, Coco's Bob fourth.
Oh yeah, that's probably what's happening, isn't it? Yeah, I see. So when you're looking, that's what's different. Let's try that. Let's look at the so the 1 horse in this race here is 9%, but when you look at the Golden Hour, race number 8, it's 13%. Okay, that's what it is. That's why you're seeing different, Joe. It shouldn't do that anyways, but I'm going to check that out. All right, good. Well, we're going to be covering that very shortly. All right, 1, 3, 6, not sexy, but we get the win. And the 1 horse there in race number 6, let's see, it went off at 6-5, but they came in first, second, and third, but it was chalk. I mean, that's what it looked like, and that's what ended up happening there. So, all right, race number 7. So from here on in until we get to the race number 8 at Santa Anita, we're going to look at the verticals. All right, so we'll take a good look at that. Just give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. We got 8 minutes before race number 7. We've got the Golden Hour Daily Double coming up in race number 8. All right, so we'll have that. We'll look at this Clocker's Corner Stakes, $70,000. These races, I found them very tough today. How did you guys feel about these races? There's no pace whatsoever in here. And let's see my notes. One's the top SOR by far. 74, EquinEdge morning line 7-2, 16%, and the top pace number. And it has a good GSR. So it really, like, the one is a player. Okay, so now we look at the 3-horse. 9-5 on the EquinEdge morning line. I would take that very seriously. 20%, no speed whatsoever. But again, there's not a lot of pace in the race. And it's the top EquinEdge pick. The one, by the way, is the second EquinEdge pick. So Camaraderie, the Irish spread. 8-1 in the morning line, 5%, 31, no pace whatsoever, low GSR, SOR is low as well. Not in the EquinEdge picks, not in the EquinEdge long shot, has been lost at 10% last time out against a similar group. I don't know what would change here, honestly. Been off a layoff since November. So the only thing you could really do is just look at the workouts, and the workouts are pretty good. And John still believes this horse deserves to be in a non-graded stakes race. But I mean, we know what this horse did. Now, here is what I would say. That something might have happened to this horse for this horse to be laid up for a few months. That could have happened. And this horse is 20-1 now, and Umberto Rispoli jumps aboard. So I think you have to consider that, right? I don't know if the horse is going to win, but I'm not going to be surprised if this horse is in the money. The 6th horse, the EquinEdge long shot. Never been 6 furlongs on the turf. But this horse has earned $16,000 per start. The one horse is, by the way, the one horse earned $22,600 per start. 6 wins in 19 tries. Been off since the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint. In the Eddie D, the horse barely lost. By far, this is the easiest field the horse has faced. But, I mean, it's not like a really, really easy group. I don't know how these people get through here. I put this user in timeout. I blocked this user. I've done everything to get these people to not be able to put ads on here. Online strip clubs, strip without clothing. So, yeah, I mean, there's no pace in the race. So a horse that, if you look at look at whenever this horse has had to sit close to the pace and finish, it hasn't done it. And now it's going to be wide. I don't like the 8. First time 6 furlongs on turf, and the GSR's the highest. But I don't know. It just never seems to get there, does it? No, I know, Joe. The team knows what's going on. So, yeah, the team knows what's going on. It's just because it's the golden hour thing. They're going to fix that. The golden hour is throwing off the regular. Yep. They already know it. Thank you for making us aware of that, though. Thank you for that. Don't love the 6. And also, by the way, Baltus and John Velasquez are 5% as a team. How about Richard Mandela and Juan Hernandez? They're 47% in 15 races in a year. That's pretty darn good in Bordertown, but this one has no speed, and there's really not any speed in the race. So that makes it very, very difficult for a horse like this to win. Kathy likes the 1. Commander, the French bred, 20%. The horse only lost by 2.5 lengths, 2.25 lengths on New Year's Day in a grade 2. Face is easier here. I mean, how is this not the horse to beat? Flavian Pratt, Ruben Alvarado. We talked about this early in the show, but I do think the 3 is the horse to beat. And because of the style, because there's no pace in here, I think it is important to just look and see when a horse is near the pace, does it finish? How does it do? Right? How does it do? 6 does pretty good being near the pace. I mean, 2 looks in over its head, but John's giving another try. So it's a hard one. You think so, Doug? Shout out from Matt.
Strap.
So how do we play this? I know that's what you guys are thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, we could just go with the top SOR strength of race, right? They've got the top win percentages in the race. You know, the 4's got a top win percentage as well, but it's going to have to improve in order to win this race. It's 6-5 right now. I like the 1 and 3 over the 4 personally. But I think the 3 is the horse to beat. One might need the race, and then I don't know. He ran a good race qualifying there, but he was never going to be a contender. I still do think the 3 is the horse to beat. Was overmatched in that grade 2. I like the 3. I do like the 3 a lot, as a matter of fact. Maybe 3-4 over 3-1, and I think the 2 could surprise. But I'm gonna definitely bet the 3 to win. And then I'm gonna do an exacta 3-2, just in case the 2 runs. And then I'll do a trifecta 3 with 1, 4 with 2. But I really do like the 3. I think Flavian Pratt's going to get it done here. Thank you so much, Gilly. How are you doing? I'm so excited about going to the NHC. So excited. Leaving on Wednesday. Can't wait. Good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, let's hear Frank Miramonte's call of race number 7. This is the Clockers Corner Stakes for $70,000 purse, 4-year-olds and upward, and they're going 6 furlongs on the turf. I think Flavian Pratt and the 3 horse are going to find a way to get this done. Let's see what happens.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Clockers Corner. Weston is going to the front. Barraza broke well and is up close. Bordertown on the far outside, and Barristan the Bold between those 2. Then it's Commander racing inside Vanzi. The 2 trailers are Camaraderie, and Chaos Theory is 8 lengths off the lead. It's Barristan the Bold and Barraza heads apart with a half mile to run. Weston is about 2.5 off them in third. Commander inches up. Bordertown outside that pair claims third. Another 2 back to Van Z on the outside of Camaraderie. Camaraderie making headway now, and 2 more to Chaos Theory. Barraza tries to sneak away, has a 2.5 length lead. Commander coming through on the inside to challenge him in second. Border Town, Barristan the Bold, followed by Camaraderie, and then comes Van Z. They're at the top of the stretch, and it's Barraza, Commander in hot pursuit, 2 behind in second, and then it's a lineup behind them. It's Barraza or Commander. Barraza strong on the front end.
God.
And Barraza.
And look at this. We got that 2 horse to get third as well. 4-3-2.
Almost 3 lengths. Commander second. Third went to Camaraderie. Fourth, Border Town, or an oncoming Van Z.
Not with that trifecta, Ben. Well, we did peg that 2 horse, didn't we? We did peg that 2 horse. I think that horse was 20-1, got third. So hopefully some of you had that 16-1. Hopefully some of you had that trifecta, but 4 horses just too good.
Number 4, Barraza was first. 3, Commander second. 2, Camaraderie.
Too
third,
good.
4 for 4th.
The one, I don't know if the one that they just gave the horse the race or what, but I mean, the horse was in the back and really never ran. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I mean, Barraza is a good horse because Pratt came to the outside like he had a crap load of horse, didn't he? Did you see that? I mean, really did. I thought the 3 was going by the 4. Yeah. 4-1 easy. That's 3 straight wins for the 4, Barraza. Vladimir Serin, Kent DeSormo. Not easy to claim a horse off of Baffert, that's for sure, and win. Yeah, no, exactly, Evan, right? That's exactly what I was thinking too, is that Kent saw that there was 0 pace in that race, and what a smart ride that was. Usually you'll see, not that the horse has the capability, but usually that's Flavian Pratt doing stuff like that. Vladimir's on fire. All right, so we've got Golden Gate race number 7 coming up next. So we'll play that. And then we have the Golden Hour daily or pick 4. So yeah, Flavian's not doing so good today. You can't blame Flavian for that though. I mean, that 4 horse is a good horse. I don't think you can blame Flavian at all. All right, let's see what we're looking at. So the 4 horse has top GSR by far, tied for the top SOR with 60. And it's the EquinEdge long shot. And it's 4-1 on the EquinEdge morning line, and it's a price play. Right? Very interesting. You have a horse like the 5 horse, and I look at this horse is 11% last time out and won the race. There was a crap load of speed. There is not a crap load of speed in here. Horse is 3% and has no speed. I just don't see it. I don't see how the 5 wins this race. 6 horse 5% and no speed was 45% last time, and now is 5%. You see how you can utilize this? Look at this. 9-2 on the odds makers morning line, 9-1 on the EquinEdge morning line, 5%, not an EquinEdge long shot, no speed, 37 pace, was 45% last time out, 40% the time before that, and now is 5%. Look at the last time the horse was 6%. It got 4th by 8.5 lengths. This is how, because when you use horses like this in your horizontals, This is why you don't hit big tickets. So this is an example of a horse you try to beat. Now, it could win, but it's just not going to win very often. It won't. So I would throw these out. I think the race is between these 4 horses. The one I really want to look at closely is the 3 now, because it's 6-1 in the EquinEdge morning line. It's 3-1 the odds makers morning line. We know about overlays. They don't win often. This horse is only 7% to win as it is. It's got decent pace, but it's also got a low SOR. So it could, I have to really look, we have to look closely at this. Where did it run good? Well, look at the time that it ran good. It was 2 races back against a 50 SOR group and was 42% to win and won easy. Then look, then faced a 62 group, 3 races back against a 58 group, same as today. The horse got third by 2 3/4 lengths at 24%. Now the horse is 7%. I would suggest that this 3 horse maybe is in the money, but can't win this race. It's one of these 3 horses, I think. So we could do a pick 3. Do something like that. Remember, I did think that the 5 horse here in race number 8, but we'll talk about that in the golden hour. But if you want to play a pick 3, maybe just do something like this. Hold on here. We're going to do this. It's $36 ticket. That's the pick 3. Okay. That's the pick 3. All right, so let's look at a vertical. What can we do in here? All right, let's look at this this 4. So we know that we like the 1, 2, and 4. So I would do a trifecta, 1, 2, and 4. So I would do it for $4. Let's just say 1, 2, 4 with 1, 2, 4. Get rid of this 3 here. Do that, and you could, well, you could do that. I don't recommend that. Let's see, $6, $9. Would this pay? This would pay. This would pay. Look, the EquinEdge morning line is 4-1 on the EquinEdge long shot, right? It's got the top GSR. It's a price play, top SOR, EquinEdge long shot. I mean, the 4 horse has to be used. But this, look at it, people can't see this. What's the change? So Jonathan Wong horse. Last time out, look at the horse is only 10% to win last time out. And what happened? It's going up in GSR 9 points. It's lightly raced only 6 races. It most likely, there just wasn't enough pace in the race. There wasn't enough pace. There's not a lot of pace in here today either, but this horse has a 50 pace, so it's not going to be that far back. And look at this race when it broke its maiden. It was near the pace, only 2 lengths back, and it won the race easy. So this horse actually does very well when there's not a fast pace. I like the 4 back on the street. I like the 4. And it's also 15%. Let's see buyback. Remember when I'm always telling you, like, you look at the 1 and 2 and see if they burn money. What do you guys think about this 2 horse? Do you think this horse has burned money? How do you feel about this horse? And I know it's a higher win percentage today, but look, when it was 37% 6 races back it won by 1/4 of a length. And then look at Sense. This horse has been getting bet, and it doesn't win. 5-2 lukewarm favorite here, and didn't run. So, right? And also, it has 7 second-place finishes in 16 tries. So I would lean more towards the 2 horse. So watch what I'm going to do. Now, this is, remember, I'm always saying make a positive change. Do something like that, and then regenerate. Now it's a $6 ticket. Now it's a $6 ticket. We look at the 1. This horse, the 1 horse can rate. I mean, the 1's very live. 1's very live. Let's see here. We've got 4 minutes before this, race number 7. After this, we're going straight to Santa Anita. We're going to do the golden hour pick 4. Okay? Get it, Pat. Get it. We're going to look at this after this race here at Golden Gate. Late pick 4. And that late pick 4 is done in 45 minutes. Only a 15% takeout. And it goes back and forth between Santa Anita and Golden Gate Fields. It's fantastic. All right, so we have about another 50 minutes of the show. All right. There's a lot of things pointing towards this 4. Top GSR, top SOR with the 2. The 2's burnt money, though. Look at this. Who's the only horse in the race to win at this level, at this surface and distance? In 2 tries, the 1 horse did it. This horse is 3-1, 34% top EquinEdge pick. I mean, the 1 is extremely live. And by the way, did you see this? This horse beat this field last time out from the 11 post. From the 11 post. 17 minutes before the golden hour starts. 2 minutes before this race here at Golden Gate Field. So I would play like something like this, 1-4. And I'm going to do a 1-4 exacta box as well. And you could do something like this, a trifecta, right? You could do 1-4, and in case the 2 gets second, and then put the 1 and 4 in the 3rd spot. I mean, you could do something like that, right? And I just have, like, the 1's a hard knocker, and so's the 4. Obviously, you don't get this, right? These kind of metrics and numbers if you weren't hard knocking, and so they both are. So I'm anticipating really good efforts, and not only that, the 2 horses burn money. So it makes me like the 1 and 4 that much more. All right, 1 minute before the race. I respect the 1 a lot in here. I mean, winning from the 11 hole, and then I respect this 4 horse here who's lightly raced as well. And but I mean, they're both fair odds too as far as betting. I'm trying to figure out which one I really would like to bet to win. And I really don't know. See, this horse 2 back, the 1 horse lost from the rail. It had the lead and then ended up getting 4th by 2 1/4. And I'm not sure why. I'm trying, a lot of times I try to make sense of stuff, and sometimes you just can't because you're not privy to the information. Maybe it dueled and went too fast. That's a possibility. And maybe, you know what, maybe the jockey sees this horse's running style and says, I need to be close to the pace. But all of a sudden now the jockey learned, hey, this horse doesn't have to have the lead. But now it's on the rail. So is the horse going to be sent? I don't know. Right? There's not really a lot of pace in here. Well, maybe the one gets the lead easily. That's certainly a possibility. Because the jockey in the 2 is not thinking the 2 needs the lead, and it doesn't. So the one from the rail, probably going to send. Probably going to send. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, I would imagine from the rail, you're going to see the 1 send. The 3 horse, the jockey on the 3 is not thinking the 3 needs the lead. From my perspective, when I look at this 3, it just doesn't pass horses. So I'm hoping the jockey doesn't, you know, just sits on the horse, and then the 1 goes gate to wire, and here comes the 4. I don't know. We'll see. I'm on a 1-4 exact
Steve
box.
Sherman entrance, Miss Everready.
I don't like the 5 cap.
Outside assignation.
Let's
we
see.
welcome in Scott McKeever.
Oh, wow.
And our friends at EquinEdge tuning in for this race and also the Golden Hour wagers. Good luck if you are playing our 7th race, wherever you may be.
Thank you, Matt. How was that?
He's in, so is Assignation. We're ready to
Look
go.
at Matt. That was pretty darn cool.
And
6 stumbled.
A little bit of a stumble at the break for Assignation, who's second to last, passing her stablemate Miss Everready. Buybacks going to the front. She has a clear lead.
So that, you know, this goes to show you. Yeah, that was pretty cool, right? Thank you, Matt.
Cherylinda, good position.
Shout out.
The pace on the inside. Back on the street joins that rival.
I really didn't.
The
The jockey makes is a big factor in this, but the 1 horse decided to rate. I think from the rail, right? Don't you have to send from the rail? If you're the 1, the jockey on the 1, I would.
The same can be said for Cherylinda. She's third.
I don't know.
Snug hold down on the inside.
This is the part of the, you know, the jockeys that and horse racing that we just don't know, right?
Who clears off with 5 furlongs to go. It's buyback.
But thank you, Matt Dinnerman. We love you.
Riddle and you still in the second spot. Cherylinda a half length off of her. Then back on the street, racing alone in 4th, a length in front of Miss Everready and Assignation, who broke on the outside. She's on the rail with a half mile to go. Half dozen fillies and bears separated by 5 lengths or so, and they hit the far turn, and there's been no excuses for the favorite.
4 is really struggling right now. One's loaded with horse, but 4 is not running good that I can see.
A length and a half in front. Brittle and you trying to
maybe he's going to get his legs right now. The jockey's really trying. The 1 has horse, but I think unfortunately the 4 is going to disappoint us.
Already under pressure, top of the stretch. Buyback off the turn, the 1 to run down. Cherylinda cuts.
And the jockey on the 2 horse deserves a lot of credit for getting the lead, right? A lot of credit.
She puts 2 lengths on her rivals now. Assignation coming out of the pack.
And the 1's not liking being on the rail. You see the ears all pricked like that in the rail, and the 3 squeezing the 1.
Well clear.
So 2 ends up going gate to wire.
Having a great day today. That's 4 wins in a row for him.
2-6. There could be an inquiry on the 6 and the 3 and the 1.
Cherylinda 4.
Good call by Matt. And but yeah, the 2 horse. Look at this 2 horse. This is why the pace numbers are so important. Okay, I don't know what the pace numbers were in the prior races because the staging is not working, or I would go. But look, we know in a race like this, this is why pace makes the race. Meaning, if you have a true pace, you can handicap it a lot easier because you know what's going to happen. In a race like this, where you have 3 horses that have a 61, 60, and 60 with no asterisk, you don't know which jockey is going to be aggressive and go. And that's exactly what happened right here. Pedro Torero, I think that's his 4th win today, and sent this horse. And this horse had never seen the lead before. And when it did, look what it did. Right? So that makes this kind of race tough. So, you know, and so I have to remember that as well. That a race, sometimes you just can't overthink this. We don't know what's going to happen. The jockey on the 1 should have sent, but that's not really Frank Alvarado's style. There is an inquiry in that race. Yeah, that's what it looked like, right? So, anyways, you know, that was that's one of those races where, you know, you're probably covering You know, 1, 2, 4 probably, maybe even the 3 if it goes gate to wire. But I think we made a case why the 3 wasn't that great because it didn't have the class, right? And then the 6 was dropping to 5% and made a run. So, all right, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, all right, we got the golden hour now coming up in 8 minutes. So let's get out to there. So we talked about this briefly in the beginning of the show, how the 2 horse is the top EquinEdge pick, 7-2 on the EquinEdge morning line, only 23%. But when you look at the jockey trainer combination, you can see here the 1 horse has Flavian Pratt, Bob Baffert. They're 46% jockey trainer combination, and 49% with John Velasquez and Bob Baffert. Okay, so, and only 20%. I can't imagine that Bob Baffert would. I don't know. I don't think you can afford to leave the 2 out. That's all I'm going to say, because top EquinEdge pick, good win percentage. EquinEdge morning line is 7-2, and it also has the top GSR. Whew, I don't know. You know, I would the only reason maybe this 2 is not getting bet is because everyone's betting the 8 at 2-5, and the 1 horse is getting a little bit of action at 5-1, right? Because they're seeing John Velasquez and Bob Baffert, and they're seeing Flavian Pratt and Bob Baffert. So that could be the reason. Let's see what else I had. EE long shot and 9-2 EE morning line on the 7 beautiful art. I mean, I can't imagine that Simon Callahan's going to beat Bob Baffert, but I'm a little surprised to see 9-2 on the EquinEdge morning line. And we know EquinEdge long shots get price plays all the time, and it has a very good GSR as well. So what if a bunch of these horses go dueling and then the 7 gets up? The works are tremendous. The GSR is good. And this horse wants to sprint on dirt. It looks like this horse can go a mile as well, even 9 furlongs for that matter. So this could be a very useful horse. And Mike Smith, if you're going to use him late in his career like this, it's usually on a horse like this that's probably going to come from behind, right? He's going to sit and use an opportunity if they go fast up front to finish. And that could be the case here. So beautiful art, seems like a horse. The 6 horse I felt like needed longer. EE morning line's 40-1. The horse right now is 14-1. So I would probably lean against the 6 horse Happy Jack at the moment. The 4 horse, I'm not expecting a win, although this horse is getting first time Lasix. That was a 50,000 claimer last time out. So I'm not anticipating a win, only 2%, and not getting bet either. The 1 does draw the rail. I can, The system says this horse is probably fast. This could be the speed of the race. Patrick, you like the 4? I don't see it. Midnight Fury, Jared, is that what you're saying? The 3 seems just okay to me. First time Lasix. I don't see a win here for this horse. I looked at the competition in the race and it didn't look that great to me. This is what I think the race is right here. 1, 2, 7, 8. You could do a trifecta box 1, 2, 7, 8. I don't know why the 8 has to win this race. I mean, but I guess it's training good. It's drawn the outside. Did I miss something with Cindy? Monster payday if this 8 hits for me. You need the 8 to win? This 3 to 5 shot? What do you have? Come on, 8 now. We can't even think about anybody else besides the 8. Oh, at Fairgrounds. Gotcha. All right. Good luck, Cindy. Okay. So golden hour pick for. Oh, hold on here. All right. So it's going to be 1, 2, 7, 8. And then I need to look at Golden Gate. I hate when it doesn't do this. It's supposed to save the notes. Copy Golden Gate 8. Okay, 8, 9. Excuse me 1 second. I have to copy these notes over to the golden hour wagers. Okay. All right, so 1, 2, 7, 8 is all we're using here. Okay. Lock that in. Here, leg number 2. It's singling the 3 horse here, mow them down. We talked about this. I don't think that's a single. And race number 9, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. I just don't see that. So we're going to do that. We're going to force that. And we think that the 10 horse could be a single. Don't know for sure over at Golden Gate Fields, but it's the pace. That was the closest thing we found, right? So it could be a single. Golden Gate Fields number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 is what we had. But I think the 5 is a single. That's right. I'm a little bit worried about the 4 horse going gate to wire and the 7. So you could do something like that. But I did think that the 5 horse could be a single. What about something like that? That doesn't seem like a bad ticket. So golden hour, pick 4. I'm going to play it. 1, 2, 7, 8. Okay. With 4, 5, 7. With 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. And single to 10. Who's 6 to 1, by the way, on the morning line. But on our morning line is 3 to 1. Has the speed. Now the 7 horse has a good GSR. And you know, this EquinEdge, and this horse broke from the rail in those first 2 times. So if you have the money, you could add the 7. If you thought there was another play in here, you could. There it goes.
Of dominance, head and head past the 3/8 pole. A length and a half to Bletchley Park in 3rd. It's 3 more back to Happy Runner. Clearly 4th, worked upon to get a little bit closer. A length back to Beautiful Art, who's next. And then Happy Jack as the field turns for home. And Midnight Fury goes on strongly at the rail. Sense of Dominance in 2nd. They're chased by Bletchley Park, who's finding his best stride. Happy Jack running a good one down at the rail. Happy Jack coming very fast now. Bletchley Park on the outside, but it's Happy Jack who takes command. And Happy Jack wins it going away. Bletchley Park was 2nd. Midnight Fury 3rd.
So Happy Jack gets the win. 20 to 1 on the EquinEdge morning line. 6 to 1 on the odds makers morning line. First time starter for Doug O'Neill. First time starter. And these workouts were good. For whatever reason, the system didn't like it. Doug O'Neill getting the win. Happy Jack. What did that horse go off at? 24 to 1. 8 horse at 3 to 5. Really disappointed. But this Happy Jack came through on the rail, ran good. 2 ran a good race as well, 5 to 1. So we're gonna have to find some we got the golden hour daily double. That's coming up next. All right. Okay. So we got Golden Gate Fields race number 8. Let's get out there. So Cindy Need, who's Cindy Need over at Fairgrounds? I'm just curious. The 8 horse here at 22 to 1. Call Me Midnight. Broke its maiden 2 back. Throughout the last race, grade 2 race from the 11 hole. Can throw that out. And really actually made a move here in the stretch to only be 5.5 lengths back. So, all right, we'll have the Golden Hour Daily Double here coming up after race number 8 at Golden Gate Fields. But this is not the worst looking long shot in the world at all. Especially in a race that looks wide open here. Papa Cap, though. Oh, so this is the Comte Stakes, isn't it? $200,000. Breeders' Cup Juvenile runner-up Papa Cap. That's right. For Joe Bravo and Mark Cassie. There's just really not Epicenter. Let's see. Epicenter won the Gun Runner Stakes. I mean, 27%, 26% today. 1 easy. It's really hard to know what the upside of this horse is. Cyberknife barely won at 46%, and this horse is. I just don't. I don't see it. I think you're looking at the two favorites. Let's see if we can find a long shot in here. The long shot would be the 8 horse for me. I don't know the upside of this horse though, but the 2 horse United Report, let's see here. Won all 3 races, but shorter, stretching out for Dallas Stewart. %51% last time out. Barely won at 51% against a non-graded stakes field. It's asking a lot. I don't see it. At least with the 8 horse, you just don't know. There's no way of knowing. With the 2, you feel confident that you know who the horse is. I don't know who the 8 horse is because it broke from the 11 hole. And I do know this. It was only 5.5 lengths back in the grade 2. And now it's been off. And I know the workouts are good. So that is a live long shot. That's what you look for in a live long shot. So Unified Report to me is not a horse I would like. Papa Cap, a lot of things are pointing this horse's direction for sure. I just don't know what the upside is of this horse here. It's won easy, but that was a non-graded stakes race. The horse is only 27%. I would probably lean towards Papa Cap. I mean, the horses that horse faced 10 other horses in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile and ran second, and it checked early. I think Papa Cap's the real deal. I think this is these owners are fantastic, and I think this horse is going to take them to the Kentucky Derby. Horse is 8-5 right now. So, okay. Golden Gate Fields race number 8. Yeah, I don't like the 2, Tony. Seems wide open. GSR, the 2 horse. So we talked about this. I'm sorry. I like the best. I like I think the 5 could be a single. And I think that the 4 and the 7 are the contenders in the race. That's what I think. So how do we bet it? And this will pay good if it comes in. I mean, first of all, I would probably do a 4, 5, 7 exacta box. I think the 7 is going to be first or second. The 1 is the EquinEdge long shot, and it certainly deserves a look. The 5 horse is getting bet just like I thought it would, and I do think this horse is probably a single. I think this horse is reliable. A lot of times, too, you can reverse engineer this, if you will, and you go back and go, okay, current conditions 8.5 on synthetic. Let's take a look. So 4 back, the horse was only 5% to win, outran its odds, okay? Then it was only 9% to win against a 56 group, and it lost by 2 1/4 lengths. Then it goes on turf, and it was 21%, and it lost by 3 lengths. So don't really like that. Then comes back at 12%. Well, it tries. It tries, doesn't it? Six-year-old Gelding's a trier, but it's not like it's leading up to a great race. It's not that it's not. I don't like this right here. I don't know if the jockey just timed this wrong or what. But so this horse was 2 lengths back, got 4th against a similar level at 10% to win. Goes off at 3 to 1. Not favorable odds. This is questionable as well. 16%, 2-1. Certainly wouldn't bet a horse like that to win. Here, 7-2, 21%. Still wouldn't bet that to win, right? When you look at the value, 25%. So you would want to get like 4-1 on the 5 horse in order to bet that horse. So there's really no value in any kind of like bets here. Race number 9, a horse popped up at Santa Anita. So we'll have a horse that we can really look at carefully for the Golden Hour Daily Double. You know, I agree, Mike, by the way. We looked at this horse earlier, but this horse needs some pace. I think this horse needs some pace. And it might get it. 4 is pretty fast. So I would agree with Mike that this horse is a logical long shot at 11-1 for sure. I mean, look at this horse. Other than this race here over at Los Alamitos, you know, the only thing I don't like about this 6, Mike, is 4 wins at 27 tries. That's one thing. 2, look at this record on synthetic. 12 tries on the turf, has earned 8,000 per start, 3,700 per start on the synthetic, right? I don't know that it loves synthetic. Same here on this 4 horse, 2,800 per start, almost 7,000 per start on turf. And on dirt, this horse is only raced 1 time. So when you look at the 5, it likes synthetic. You look at the 7, it's a little bit low. I mean, this is a rough race. Very rough. I knew this horse would be the favorite. The problem is it's not fast. First of all, it's going to be sitting in second, no question, behind the 4. Can the horse rate sitting back behind the 4? This is what I don't know. It's getting first run, unless the 4 goes gate to wire, for sure. So who's closing? The 3? It's possible. Look at the 3 horse last time out against a 64 group, 8 points better than today. And in the stretch, the horse was 4 lengths back. It's going to be coming from behind. And since we're looking at a race where it doesn't seem like anybody wants to win, maybe this is the horse. Maybe in this race 2 back, and this is what I'm working on. Like the link feature, when you're going to be able to click on it, it'll take you back so you can see what the pace factor was. But it was 5 wide in this race against better. And maybe there was no pace. I would have to suggest that maybe the 3 can be in the money. That might be the way you play this. You would just do bet the 3 to win and doing all 3 exacta or an all 3 trifecta. I mean, it seems like a possibility, right? If it sounds like I'm kind of getting off the 5 a little bit, I think I am a little. I think I don't know if I'm trusting the 5. I just don't know if I'm trusting the 5. I mean, it always tries. I'm kind of really liking this 3 right now. So I'm going to do an exacta, all with 3, and do a trifecta, all 3. And then win like that. So that's gonna be how I'm gonna play that. 1 minute before the race. The 3 is 15-1 right now. You got Fairgrounds coming up, and I think that Papa Cap is going to be awfully tough. Awfully tough. We have a horse at Santa Anita coming up. But I'm going to watch this race with you. But let's see here. Golden Gate. We're going to be able to see Golden Gate as well. You know, we would show you, and it would be fine, but we would show you the race, but we don't have approval to show you this this stakes race over at Fairgrounds. Scott likes Cyberknife. All right, so we got 1 minute before this race over at Golden Gate Fields. 8 horses taking the bet, but again, this horse has not proven it can rate. You can see that, and it's not getting the lead. If it can rate, it's probably the best horse in the race.
At the gate for race 8.
Fair enough. Although look at the 4. The 4 is much the fastest horse. It's 15%, 84 pace, and has a really good SOR. I mean, isn't this horse supposed to go gate to wire? It's supposed to, right?
Loafer's Boy to the inside post coming up to the gate.
I don't know. I mean, it would make sense that the 4 is going to go gate to wire.
He goes in. Of good report, post position 5.
So I'm looking at this going, you know, but I think we made a case for the 6. We made a case for the 7. We made a case for every single horse in this race. So, yeah, I mean, I'm struggling with it. I think the 3 could hopefully get the pace and because of the 4 and get up. So we'll see what happens. Ross, I'm not sure.
Fuente goes in. Ted, back ring luck. We're ready to go. And they're off. Backring Luck drifted outwards coming out of the gate. He's being asked to go towards the lead, but Ted broke very sharply, got the jump in as quicker. Here's Backring Luck moving up to claim second, and On Raglan Road is third, approaching the clubhouse turn. Fuente is next. Loafer's Boy in the 5th spot down on the rail. He's 5 lengths off 2 leaders, Backring Luck and Ted, who are right together now. Coming back to Of Good Report, third last.
So this is even turning out way better than I even hoped.
Man is trailing.
I mean,
clubhouse turn, the top
I did not expect a pace duel like this, but this is fantastic.
Back ring Luck, and they streak 4 lengths clear of On Raglan Road in the 3rd spot. Loafer's Boy joins him, and Fuente is 3 deep. The top pair try to get breathers back.
And now the jockey on the 8's going, man, we're going too fast. I got to try to rate, but that horse can't rate.
Second. Here's a run from On Raglan Road into the 3rd.
And the jockey on the 3 is strangling him, but he's on the inside. He's literally being strangled.
Length and a half to Of Good Report, Manila Mischief, those 2 side by side, and Nowhere Man is still the trailer as they hit the 4-turn run. It's 10 on the lead, a half length in front. Back ring Luck right there, coming back at him on the outside, just a neck off now on his throat latch.
The jockey on the 3 should have already made a move.
Shaken up. Fuente's asked to go in the 4 path, making a move. Loafer's Boy stays on the inside. He's got a little bit of run. Loafer's Boy at the top of the lane.
Going to have to go outside, I would think. Go.
Turn. It's Ted trying to see this out. Back ring Luck second. Loafer's Boy behind the leaders right now. Fuente gets going. On the outside, Fuente leveling off. Even Manila Mischief getting into it. Wide open. Manila Mischief grandstand side picking off foes. Back ring Luck and Ted who begins to weaken. Loafer's Boy too late. Back ring Luck. Manila Mischief. Those 2 and it's on the inside. Back ring Luck. He got the win at 5-2 over Manila Mischief.
How that 8 horse won that race with all that, but the 3 horse ended up getting second. Wow. I don't know how the heck that 8 horse did that. 3 horse went off at 17-1, almost won that race. Ugh. We still got it. I mean, but
Photo finish.
That
Photo
3 is supposed to win that race from there. I really felt like the jockey on the 3 made too late of a move. But I mean, you've got to go. Thank you, Doug. God, you've got to go. You know, I mean, and that 8's not supposed to win that race like that. Gosh darn it. All right, we've got the Golden Hour Daily Double coming up next, but yeah, I know that was a really bad ride by the jockey on the 3. I mean, he just was strangling that horse. You got the exacta, Doug? Good. Yeah, the win would have been nice. A couple of horses popped up over at Sam Houston. All right, they took off over at
number 8 back ring luck.
Over at Fairgrounds in the stakes race.
3 wide. Trafalgar is in 4th upon settling just inside 7 furlongs to run. Joe Bravo and Papa Cap in the green cap with the rail. Cyberknife is 3 wide as they go to the back of the track. And then comes the settled Unified Report. Call Me Midnight is running second.
So Epicenter ended up getting the lead. And the jockey on Surfer Dude really didn't do us any favors at all.
Epicenter has the speed to lead. It's Epicenter, tracked by Surfer Dude, and Blue Kentucky is posted wide.
I mean, this horse is supposed to be like going on the lead, and the 5-horse Epicenter got it. So that's a nice horse on the lead. Papa Cap's been on the rail, not really having the best trip, so we'll see what happens, see how good he is. But the 5's not exactly going to stop.
Half mile for Epicenter, 47.01 seconds. It's Epicenter's lead at the 2.5 from Surfer Dude. Toward the inside, here's Papa Cap. And Papa Cap now starts a bid. Blue Kentucky is wide. Trafalgar, Call Me Midnight, Unified Report, Presidential Blast. They're into the stretch. 3/4 in 1 minute 12.16 seconds.
Okay, we have a duel. Papa Cap is tough, though, but that horse has had an easy lead.
Trafalgar, as they come in, Papa Cap is toward the inside. Trafalgar's now third. Late bid by Call Me Midnight.
Come on, 8. Get up for Cindy. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Oh.
Call Me Midnight with a rally. Hits it with Epicenter. Papa Cap.
I don't know. I don't know. Who won? That's Cindy's horse, right? 28-1? Did he win? Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know. Oh my God. That is so sick.
144.36. A photo in the LeCompte.
Oh.
Another driving finish here at the fair.
Oh, I got it.
28-1.
Way to go, Cindy.
5-3-4.
That is unbelievable. I wasn't sure.
First James Graham for Keith DeSormo.
How incredible.
5 Epicenter at 8-5 was pipped at the post.
Last Bob. Oh my God.
Third and 4 Trafalgar. 8-1 on the fourth.
Way to go, Cindy. Oh my God. That is so amazing. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Head Bob. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, we got the Golden Hour Daily Double, and a horse popped up. The 3-horse mowed them down, 6-5 right now. So, you know, I'm thrown off. I still am thrown off by the EquinEdge morning line is 6-1, and so I don't know. How'd that exacta pay? Pay anything? Oh, I didn't pay bad. Look at that. We got the exacta, right? We played a $50 exacta to the 3. We did a trifecta if the 3 gets third, and then we bet the 3 to win. And look at that. So 560, 760, won $2,995. So that's a good payout. That's a good payout. Way to go, Cindy. That is awesome. So good. All right, the Golden Hour Daily Double. 2 more races left to go. And way to go. Woohoo, Cindy. That is so awesome. So stoked for you. So stoked. She's like, freaking out right now. Oh, that was a horse race. Amazing. Great handicapping. She did. She got that, Deb. I forgot to play the 8 too. I was so focused on Papa Cap. And but she got it. Yep. Congratulations to Cindy. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing handicapping. That's quite incredible. Never doubt her. That's right. I didn't doubt it. I thought the 8, I didn't see it before her, but I thought the 8 deserved a long shot look. That is amazing. She is in Vegas. Oh my God. You know, I'm having a really nice going, Cindy. Look, this 3 horse is 57%. It's 6-5 being bet right now. It's going on turf for the first time. I don't love this horse, and I especially don't love it at 6-5. And I will tell you this: it's 5 points higher on the GSR. I look at the tab; it's not that much higher on turf, so it's not like it's really bred for turf over dirt, right? It's not like we've seen, right? So I think each person just has to make their own decisions. I think because the horse is dropping from a maiden special weight down to this $50,000 level, maybe that's what it is. And that is a good drop, but I don't know. I don't know. God, that's amazing. Horse popped up at Golden Gate too, the 5 horse. Okay, so we could do a daily double 3-5 cold. I mean, that did pop up, right? So the Golden Hour daily double. And we'll look here at who's the 5. Frisco Kid, a first-time starter. So that just popped up on my email. Yeah, that was 30,000 for Cindy Pat. So yeah, so look, I don't know much about this horse. The connections are good, but it just popped up. Maybe do how about this? Because this horse is getting off the rail. So we'll do 3-5-7 or 10-5-7, right? This horse is working really good. The 5 just popped up. Maybe this first-time starter can run. I think this 3 horse has a chance of running as well. And then, of course, the 7. So maybe that. And then in here, EE long shot and EE morning line of 5-2 on this 1. The 1 could improve here for sure. And it's going down, though, in GSR. Certainly not playing $120. Nice, Cindy. Remember, in this race, if the 3 doesn't win, then any one of these horses can win. So I struggled a little bit. I'm just going to take a risk. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do this. We know the 10 can run. Going to show speed. Let's go with the email. Try to beat the 3, and then go with the first-time starter. There you go, $30. That's what I'm recommending. That's it. 2 minutes before this golden hour daily double. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 with 5. One, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 with 5. I know I'm going away from the 10. I get it. But why not just try it? It popped up on the email. There's a price. If you want to cover more horses, you can do that. I don't know what to do in this race here. I don't know what to do. So now the emails that popped up the 3 at Santa Anita, who's 53% and the top pace. I mean, that's pretty dominant, isn't it? 79 pace. Many of these horses getting Lasix for the first time as well. 1, 2, 3, 8. So Cindy likes this 8 horse here in the daily double. And let's see. Was 28-1 this first start on the turf. No particular turf. I mean, it's not that it doesn't have turf breeding, but it's not like it's going to jump up. So but it is 9-2 on the EquinEdge morning line. Again, it's a wide open race. This 8 could win. If you're right about that, then you're looking good. And I like that you're leaving the 10 out. Why not? Why put the favorite in there? Might as well try for some prices. Anyways, this is Cindy's daily double, golden hour daily double. We've got they're going into the gate. I'm doing all these horses but the 4 and the 5 because I'm not sure, but certainly the 3 is going to be on the lead and could go gate to wire. We'll see what happens here though. But I'm going to single the first-time starter in the last leg, just only because one of the algorithms on the email popped up and said the 5 was live. That's the only reason. Okay.
One back.
Good luck.
Egomania. We have a slight delay at the gate.
So they backed out the 1 horse who kind of got cast in the gate for a second, but it did get out. It didn't look too bad, but when horses do that, we'll see. If they put the 8 in the gate, then they're planning on putting the 1 back, and they are going to put the 1 back. So 8, they had to open up the gate for the 8 as well. And
Sweet Savant will complete the lineup.
And they'll re-put the 1 back in the gate as soon as the 8 goes in. They did. They did a good job. So now they're going to try to give the 8 a little bit bigger push. They seem to get the 8 in. One will go back in, and Frank Miramani will have the call of this maiden claiming race. $39,000 purse to going a mile on the turf.
Ready. And they're off. Mow Them Down was out alertly. Sundown Warren has some early speed. Center of the course, Baldoro. Egomania on the far outside. By the stands, and it's Mow Them Down just in front. And now in between horses, Missing Maurice is headstrong. And the big long shot goes to put a little pressure on. Another 2 back to Egomania, who's a joint third, racing on the outside of Sundown Warren in the orange colors. That group followed by Sweet Savant inside of Baldoro. Another 2 back to It's Big, and Lookout Point is at the back of the field. Onto the backstretch they go, and it's Missing Maurice leading it by a neck. Mow Them Down along the inside, keeping pace while snugly in hand second. Then Sundown Warren, Egomania right together. A length and a half to Sweet Savant past the half-mile pole. Baldoro is right next to him. Lookout Point, and It's Big. 4 groups of 2. Into the far turn they go. Drayton Van Dyke and Mow Them Down, trying to lead them all the way. Missing Maurice now a length back second. At the rails, Sundown Warren. Egomania is now being humbled.
3 was just really solid here.
Baldoro on the far outside, and at the rails, Sweet Savant, they're at the top of the stretch, and Mow Them Down has a 4-length lead and a furlong to finish the job. Sundown Warren in second. Sweet Savant, Lookout Point, a 16th to go.
Come on, 2, get up. Here comes the 1. Get up.
Sundown Warren is coming on the outside, and down at the rail, here comes Sweet Savant. It's going to be Sundown Warren, Sweet Savant.
Woo!
Sundown Warren by a head.
2 horse. I don't know.
Second.
17 to 1.
Third.
Whoa.
Just absolutely stopped and ends up in a photo for 4th with It's Big and Egomania.
That is huge. Oh my God. Come on, 5. Come on, 5. Wow. There's just something about that damn 3 I didn't like. I couldn't put my finger on it. That 2. 7 to 1? It was 17 to 1.
Finish in the finale.
$7 to 1. We'll take it. Better than the 1 horse. Wow. What a race. That's a good way to finish. That was a very good race. The 3 horse ended up going off at 4 to 5, 9 to 2 on the 1, and the 2 horse at 7 to 1 from an odds maker 6 to 1. Lay 6 for the first time. Did that make the difference in the drop in class? Obviously. I think with these lightly raced horses, you do need to watch for lay 6 first time. I do. So, but ends up getting the win. Yeah, that 3 just stopped, didn't it? But yeah, the 2 getting up was good. Now let's get this 5 horse home in the last race at Golden Gate Fields. This is what's great about it. We only have to wait 10 minutes.
Number 2, Sundown Warren was first. 1, Sweet Savant second. 6, Lookout Point was third. 3, Mow Them Down fourth. And 5, It's Big fifth. 2-1.
2-1, 6-3. So
6-3,
that's going to
5.
end the races there at Santa Anita. By the way, if you don't mind liking the show, click on the thumbs up below. We'd really appreciate that. And tomorrow at 4:45 Eastern time, we'll be back with more Golden Hour series. So hopefully you like that. And then next weekend, I'll be off. I'll be at the NHC, and then we'll just kind of see what happens the following weekend. I'm not sure, but we'll be back for a show tomorrow, 4:45. So 10 minutes before this race. But please click on the thumbs up. You can follow us on Twitter as well, at EquinEdge, or you can follow me at ScottyPick6. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel by very easily, and then click on the bell for notifications. Also, our Facebook group. If you go to the website, EquinEdge.com, we have a 1 week for free. All right, so you can do that. Thank you, Angela. You're always a sweetheart, always. Very honest, but hard. Let's see. So here's my note on the 1. Very honest, but hard to fully trust. Did bobble, start, and had some traffic, but was 50 cents on the dollar, 60 cents on the dollar here. Look at this, 35%. So no, I'm sorry, not 80 cents, 60%, 35, 50%, and still loses. I mean, and this horse is the favorite again and draws the rail. That's the type of horse that you want to bet. See you, Kathy. And then the 10 horse is wide, but has the speed, but the horse always stops. And so, you know, I don't have anything else that I love until then the email popped up on the algorithm and said, hey, you might want to look at the 5. But by the way, as well, Sam Houston, race number 1, maybe take a look at the 3 and the 5. What do they look like? 5 horse looks like it could go gate to wire. The 3's 9-2, and EquinEdge long shot. So let's see here. So the 1 horse also, oh my God, Joe, a good catch on that. Look at this 1. It drops from a 68 GSR to a 21. I've never seen that. Never, ever seen that. This horse is your favorite right now. The fact that the algorithm is using this horse, in my mind, I don't like. And look at this horse just jumped up to 7-2. Now, dude, it's the party. So nobody knows what to do. But the algorithm would not pop up this 5 if it couldn't run. And the workouts look really good. And so it's just a horse. I think the 5 can win this race. 10's been stopping. So possibly we could get this 5 home. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's try a trifecta here. Hey, David. Thank you so much, Dan. I really appreciate that. I get it, Michael. I get it. I get your frustration. I think in a situation where you have some reservations, it really comes down to the decision making that we make, right? And in a race like that, I think you just have to cover a few horses. You can't really get fixated on one horse, I think, It's easy to say after the fact, but there was just something about the 3 that we didn't like, But yet you couldn't say it couldn't win either. So I personally think that maybe the horse has a breathing problem. That's what I think, because it just stops late. But I don't know. I don't know that for sure, but it's just a guess. 6 minutes before the last race at Golden Gate Fields. Many of us singled the 5 horse in the Golden Hour Daily Double, so we need that. And anybody know what that Golden Hour Daily Double pays to? I don't even know how to look up results for the Golden Hour, to be honest with you. So if you know what that Golden Hour Daily Double is going to pay, let me know. But if I'm playing, I think, we'd be just all in on the 5. But if I'm playing in a tournament, I'm probably covering the 5 horse in the first and second spots. But when I look at this race, look at 22% on the 1, and it drops to a GSR of 21, right? Then you look at the 10 horse who has stopped a lot, couldn't win at 31%, now has 22%, right? Oh, $65. So it pays $370 to the 5? We'll take that. No, I mean, for sure, Joe. That's far as well. $370 to the 5 for the day. That's right. That's for a $5 play, though, right? That's for a $5 play. That's right. Okay, because the daily double is $5. I don't know how many times did I do it? So 20 times 370. All right. $7,400 would be a great hit. Okay. Let's get that 5. Who's on the 5? Yeah, I mean, good connections. Haragi is the trainer who's hitting at 18% for the last year, and Evan Ramon's aboard. And Evan Ramon's hitting at 21%. Yeah, that'd be good. Let's take a look at this 5 horse on the track real quick and hear what Matt has to say.
My top pick is Dude It's a Party, a first-time starter in here from the Wong barn, Jonathan Wong. This colt here is by Stanford out of the all-gone mare named Gone to Party, who was a 5-time sprint winner. 2 winning siblings to Dude It's a Party were sprinters. And one of those siblings is stakes winner She Likes to Party, who won a couple of stakes races. And a full sibling with that.
You know,
Dude It's a Party, 9-2. Has a sharp half mile.
You know, sometimes, Michael, on this note here, I get the frustration, believe me.
What that tells me is
I think with these lightly raced horses, even though the pace number was really good on the 9, sometimes, you know, the 4 horse, these lightly raced horses, you know, these jockeys will send. And so it's not an exact science, but I tell you what, this is why I always wait for scratches too, because a long shot can affect the race for sure, and that's what happened there. It probably affected the horse from winning for sure. I would agree. So either way, it's frustrating. I know. You're gonna get him next time though. Let's get this 5 to win at 7-1.
He's run okay though, and his speed figures say that. Last time out, he earned a career best speed figure.
All right, so I want to get a look at the 5 horse. 6 doesn't look that great to me at 9-1.
Big race that day.
9-7-6. Matt's taking the 9, 4-1. 5 wins. The 5 won at Sam Houston. Wasn't that one of the horses?
So he's got good trips.
It was.
I like him a little.
What did it go off at, Scott?
Unless he improves, but he didn't run all that bad.
So the win algorithm has it.
Horse that really quote freak unquote that day.
Who got second in that race, Scott?
9-7-6 in this race here, folks. Mob Boss number 10. I want to mention him. Last time out, he went to the lead and faded badly down the lane, and he did not run his best race last time.
It's so good, right?
Effort, going to the lead and losing by
Thanks, Deb. We miss you. It's nice to have you on.
He's hit the board in 4 of those races. Hasn't been able to win.
Good to have Michael on as well, and
really bad races.
Corky, Ralph is always great. All you guys, Doug.
In his first 2 starts when he didn't go to the lead. He's a horse that it appears.
Hopefully you guys kill it
So Bob
this
is
weekend. Next weekend, I'm going to be at the NHC, but I'm going to be with you guys back tomorrow. Hopefully you guys can come back and join tomorrow. That'd be great. Golden Double, you're alive to the 7 and the 8. I just thought this race was wide open. I ended up going with the 5 horse. Came in 5-2-3. Okay. I had 5-3 in that race. I wish the 3 would have got second.
As a bullet work out of the gate, 3 furlongs and 36-1. A sharp half-mile drill on January 9th out of the gate. A 101 and change drill. Mimicking the same work
Thank you, Scott.
that we saw from Vasco from the same stable, the OJ Harrigy barn in Vasco.
Nobody's getting bet here.
What?
Right?
Quarter of a length.
Nobody.
Length last time out, maybe a length. I don't remember the exact margin, but she was right there at the wire.
Listen to how good Matt talks. I mean, he's so articulate, so good.
7-1.
3 looks good, 10-1.
Time for race number 9. We have
1 horse looks okay to me. Not really that great.
Good luck, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for more live racing. Keep living the dream.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for the shout out, Matt, as well, if you're listening. So there's a look at the pools right there, $183,000, and probably you'll see another minimum 50,000 get bet into these pools over the next minute that they're loading into the gate. And much of that is CAW wagering. Much of that. I'm going to probably have a show on CAW wagering, not the entire show, but talk about
the red
that.
Light is flashing on the starting gate.
Maybe in a few weeks,
Fields,
2 or 3 weeks, so you can, so I can, you know, explain really what CAW does and how it affects you. Does it affect negatively, positively?
A field of
so
10 in this spot.
But let's get this 5 in. Let's finish off. Come
Wide
on.
Open affair to end our day. Blue Silver coming
Bad
up
payoff,
to
Pat.
position number 2.
Yeah.
He'll be the first one to step into the gate for the night.
I tell you what, though, you can't go wrong with those Sam Houston
number 3
takeouts, right?
As we welcome
14%. It's amazing.
Park. We are up on their track feed now. Good afternoon, Southern California friends. Last leg of the golden hour wagers here.
Come on, Eric. Get it.
Chief Wild
1, 5, 6, 7, 10.
He is loaded. Gallon Oaks gone in as well.
Joe is alive to the 7.
Here's
Get that. Come on, either way.
Jacket.
If you guys can't win, then let me have the 5.
Post 8, the long shot. Frisco Kid to post position.
Horse looks tremendous. I will say that, but a horse has to break good out of the gate. First time starter, but the horse does look very good.
First time starter in the race. Dude, it's a party. To post position number 9. Dude, it's a party goes in.
Goes
Frisco
in
Kid.
Nicely.
2 more runners to load into the gate as Frisco Kid has gone in.
There's your lukewarm favorite on the outside.
Post and Heaven's Music from Edwin Alvarez's stable down south. And Edwin won his
I
first
get it,
career
Ross.
Golden Gate
I
victory
understand,
a couple
believe me.
days ago with Medina
Base
Man.
numbers, very good.
Mob Boss to the outside for trainer Jeff Bondi.
I just love to see the 5 break good out of this gate.
And Heaven's Music. to
Good
round
luck,
out
Jeff.
The feed. Mob Boss is in the gate. Heaven's Music to complete the line as now we welcome in our friends at TVG tuning in for this nightcap. 9 races tomorrow. First post 12:45 here at Golden Gate. We're ready to go in the nightcap. And let off. Uneventful break and Blue Silver.
2
just
horse
ducked
took a
it
left
badly there.
turn.
Blue Silver, the rider stayed on Pedro Torrero. That was amazing that he stayed on that
Yeah,
horse.
it
But
was.
Blue Silver's out of the race. A bizarre beginning. Going to the lead here, we're going to go to the front and start out there. It's Dude, It's a Party, the first-time starter. He's up on the pace and leads by a length and a half. He's got plenty of early speed and leads the way on a hold with a half mile to go. Mob Boss usually on the pace, and he's tracking today in the second. Then comes Tis a Thrill, back in third. He gets over to the rail into the forward turn run. Gallant Oak is with him. North Sea is next. He's 5 lengths off the pace, a length in front of Heaven's Music. 2 lengths back to Chief Wild Eagle sent along.
The 5 is just not
Frisco
running.
Kid is second to last, and Bid on the Prize is trailing as
At
they hit
all.
the quarter pole. Dude, It's a Party as a neck lead. Mob Boss is getting closer.
8's
These
running
two are
very
off the
good.
turn together. Dude, It's a Party being asked to keep pace. Mob Boss is still right there with him, and these two are slugging it out with a furlong to go.
Come on, 7 on the outside. No, 7's not getting there. 10's going to win the
Mob
race.
Boss, Dude, It's a Party. You're head to head. These two nose to nose still outside.
So the
Mob
10 with
Boss
that
has
outside
the
post
upper
was
hand,
able to
close
rate
home, and he'll
some.
win. Mob Boss
And
breaks the main.
7
Dude, It's
and
a
1
Party
were
was
right there
second,
for third.
photo
5 got
for
last.
Chief
Sorry,
Wild
guys.
Eagle, and Heaven's
5 just did
Music,
not run.
then Tis a Thrill. Who
That's
was
a
next?
drag. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Frank Miramani, as well. Big thank you to Andrew. Thank you to Tyler. Big thank you to my team as well. Mike's and Chris and Jeff and Brad, of course, Moxham, Logan. You got the 10. Yeah, many of you had the 10. I mean, we had that 10 singled in a few things early on. I don't know how we finished out, but we had, what did we have? In the golden hour, we singled the 10, but I don't think we won it though, did we? Race number 8. We didn't have the 8, I don't believe. We had the 4, 5, 7. Yeah. So that's the race. Singled the 10. Way to go, Cindy. Really great job. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks, Corky. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff. Everybody, Christy. You had that on the original Golden Gate Pick 5? Did we hit that? I don't think I played it though. Let's look at that real quickly. Did you hit that, Christy? I'm making so many bets that I completely forget. Hold on here. So we had. Well, I changed it up some. The 2 horse. That's right. No, but didn't I do the 4th? On the I don't have it anymore. I don't know. Thank you, Deb. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, you know what? If you had it, that's all that matters, Christy. I'm stoked. Good night, Joe. Thank you. I'll be back here tomorrow. Cindy, I couldn't be any happier for you. You deserve it. You're such a good handicapper, and I'm really happy for you. And thank you all for watching. And we'll see you back here 4:45 tomorrow Eastern. Okay. Thanks again. I took it out late and you kept it. That's the way you have to do it. That's exactly the way you have to do it. So I'm stoked for you. What did it pay? You know what it paid, Christine? By the way, too, good night, Pat. Have you seen Good Chalk, Bad Chalk yet? Have you watched Mike and Brady yet? They are so good. They only had one track because tracks had canceled, and they had like 130, 140 concurrent people. It was pretty amazing. It's not official yet. All right. That might pay decent, actually. Right? 10 was the favorite. 4, let's see, $7. No. Oh, you might get back $200 or $300, something like that. All right, you guys. Thanks a lot. That was a lot of fun. And I'm literally gonna go get something to eat, and then I'm going back and I'm gonna handicap for tomorrow. And hopefully we can get them tomorrow and we'll hit them big. All right. Hit them like Cindy did today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.